Oh, what the hell is that? Wait, what? Okay, that's interesting. That's, that's the opposite of normal. Okay, big green, it happens. How are we all keeping? Patches, hello. Charles, SK, have a good stream? Yeah, I'm not sure why that's doing that. Let me have a look here. Why is that doing that? That's really funny. Vidi. Okay. Huh. Is that gonna... That didn't happen this morning when I was setting everything up. Huh. Oh! Alright. I might have to restart stream. That fucking sucks. Okay then. How are we all keeping? Big green again? I am very confused. I should probably get that fixed before I continue on. How are we all keeping, folks? Let me turn off my PlayStation and turn that back on. Again, welcome to the Endaccord Beginners Bracket once more. We did it last week and we had a really good match between Saucy Ace and an Assay for the finals. So that was definitely one of the things. So I hope everyone enjoyed that. And now we're cracking on with the PSN version of this, which is very weird that it's deciding to do these things. Let me just reboot up everything here and make sure that that doesn't happen next time. Huh. Ape Station, let's go. Yes, we are on the Ape Station. Let me just... Why is that not doing that capture? Aggressive monkey noises, you better believe it. So, let me return on everything here. El Gato. Oh my god. So I got all of this ready this morning. I double checked the overlays last night. I haven't changed jack shit, which is really strange. Oh, there we go. We are actually picking stuff up. Oh my god. PlayStation is turning on and screaming like a chimp, but it's too late now. You hate... What the fuck? Huh. Why is it doing that? Give me a moment. Picture device. That is very strange. Okay. Progress. It's not the same screen. That's crazy. Alright, we may have to restart stream. I don't know why this is doing this. What's up? Yo, it's working. Let's go. But it's only 1080p. Let's fucking go. Alright. Disaster has been averted. So, there was one funny that we will actually try and keep in mind, folks. I have no idea, Shu. Indapur. Well, it was picking up at like, yeah, it can go up to like 4K, but for whatever reason, it's just being disagreeable. And I thought he, Mr. Beast. You know what? The more you know. Apparently, my capture software does not agree with this at all. But either way, very, very welcome. The potential disaster has been averted. And we are cracking on with the beginners tourney number 2. Oh my god, I love streaming capture cards. Yes, it's so pro. My boy pull up will take 5 hours to pull up as usual. He said he will pull up. Indoor report to $10,000. Yes. So if Charles and OK I pull up, please put your signs down. Okay, so I'm just waiting on Charles's sign and then we'll be ready to go. We are of course wave 1, which is going to be a best of 5. Double elimination. I am streaming losers bracket as well. Let me just wait for Charles to put down his sign. Your red sign is down. Magnificent. You got the right password. The password is pinned in the Discord, Charles. So We should be good to go now in a second. But yeah, there was one interesting rule question the patch has asked. Yes, you can handy tech to better setups. So let's say you're on Halberd and you want to use Flame Strike. You can handy tech over to Off Fist or whatever and use the Flaming Strike. But if you were doing stuff like that and you do a mess up, it'll be an immediate round loss if you do. So buyers beware on doing stuff like that. If you mess up, it's just immediate. Hard swapping is banned? No, it's on certain... If you look at the challenge, there's certain restrictions on certain things that exist within it. So, like, Halberd isn't allowed to use Flame Strike. What's the other one then? Halberd isn't allowed to use Flaming Strike. Sword Dance isn't allowed on straight swords or Shamshir or two-handed curved sword in general. So just as a kind of like as a means of what's the exact word that I'd use? So as a reward for people who do decide to do it and holding them to account that if they mess up, you will just usually I'd go, oh, do you want to reset or whatever if it's early. Alright, Jason Shar, we'll have no more of that, LB, okay? Come on. So, that's just a thing. Likewise with the soft swap, handy tech is allowed on the PC bracket, so I've allowed it here. But either way, we are getting our contestants in and ready to go. Wave 1 and a best of 5. It is going to be Charles in the near corner. Banenda, he's too strong, real and true. Versus... I pull up when the Lionels. Charles versus Wa. Boom! And away we go. We are going to see both of our players here. Shamshir Mirror, the first one we've seen ever, real and true. Forcing back there, we are going to see the Frostpot immediately punished there. Charles is keeping up that tasty bit of pressure. Not giving Wa any real opportunity. Goes for that backswing there, however. He is going to be able to poison the side of Wa. Charles here forced back, trying to probably get his tallies in order while was just going to be chilling. We try and get that backswing there, but that crouch out there, not quite able to make it. Standing R1s go left and right. Forced back now once again. We are going to see both of our players. The running attack comes out. Is going to connect. Good counter pressure here coming out from the side of Wa, managing to get a little bit of damage. Running attacks trying to go for that backswing. Not Wa. Sorry. Okay, I pull up. Excuse me. Forced back in now once again. Okay, I pull up, takes an awful lot of damage. Charles is forced back. Keeping up that little bit of pressure. The backswings come out. I think that's the tier gone, and I don't believe it's desynced. Flaming Strike comes out. Is going to get that. Is that banned? I can't remember. Oh no. Let me just do a little thing, and that's going to be Charles taking that round. Did we ban Flaming Strike on Sheer? Let me just take a quick little peek. I don't think we did, right? Setup specific. Thrusting swords. Nope. Flaming Strike on two-handed thrusting sword. Spinning Slash and Kiba. Sword Dance. Shamshir. Is there a Flaming Strike specific bans? Nope. We're all good. It is allowed. It is in fact allowed. We're all good. Sorry, I just had to check there. What's up, Laps? Could you help me with Godskin Duo? I'm 2 PvE Pro. I want to give you the challenge that Michael Zaki himself would give you, so I can't do that. It'd be against the rules, and I'd lose my PvP cred. That is going to be 1. First to 3. Yes, it is first to 3. I'm just waiting for... Okay, I pull up. Bruh, I could not sleep today. It was actually horrendous. I went to bed when I came in, could not fucking sleep. Got up. Fixed up some overlay stuff. Still couldn't get to sleep. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate waking up. Being chained to this chair every day. Expected to stream high quality footage for the corporate higher ups and showcase my magnificent talent. But yeah, was not fun. Do not recommend. Night shifts are bad. Alright, then we have Charles in. I hope it'll be playable. Yeah, hopefully. We'll soon find out. Thunderstorms moment. Alright, folks. We have both of our contestants in. It's going to be Charles on the left. I pull up on the right. Boom! Let's see what our contestants have going for us today, as we are going to have both of our players maintaining on that Shamshir mirror. Goes for a running attack. There's the side of Charles, followed up by yet another running attack. Okay, I pull up. Has taken a bit of damage. The Flaming Strike comes out once more. Forced back. Trying to find an opportunity to get some solid damage in here. Not really leveraging that. The Flaming Strike comes out there and trying to get that extra bit of damage. I pull up now. Is up against the wall, but Charles lets him go. Keeping up that nice bit of pressure is Charles. Forcing him into that corner. That peel back there on the side of the Flaming Strike is going to come in clutch there. But not stuck in the corner. And I do wonder if keeping up that pressure with something like a standing R1 might be better, as Charles does take yet another bit of damage. We see the swings coming out. Force back now. Once again, the Flaming Strike is out. Keeping up that pressure. Neither side really capable of closing this neutral gap here. But that backswing does actually manage to land. And now Charles is poise chipped. He has to be careful. Otherwise he's going to be in trouble. And he gets that interrupt there. Even if he whiffed and went in for that second one, it would have gotten that poise break. But Charles goes in for a jumping R2. Or is it a jumping R1? Actually, never mind. Force back in now once again. And we see the trades coming out. Rolls out on the side of I pull up. But he did, in fact, pull up to the after party. Unfork bestie. And this is going to be Charles taking another stock. Yo. Cheese. Yeah, you can change setups between rounds. Sham mirror is so boring. I'd sooner that to a fist mirror any day. Even though I had a good old chat with my dear friend Lober Games, who filled me in on some of the intricacies of that one. Yes, it is allowed, but if you mess up patches, you run the risk, bestie. So that's something to keep in mind. Do it at your own risk. Pull up now. So if you do use something that's not allowed, it'll be just an immediate. It'll be a loss, round loss, basically. So you run the risk of doing it, which is why people generally don't do stuff like that. Like, technically speaking, you could two-hand a halberd and all of a sudden you could Flaming Strike. People generally don't do that because if they do mess up, they don't want to lose a round. But SS Flame Strike is allowed, as far as I'm aware, yeah. It's Fists and Holdag, I believe, are the big ones that have the restriction. Which I can just very quickly check. On Flaming Strike, yeah. Fists. And they're the only things... Two-handed Thrusting Sword as well. Yep, so you're all good. Just check obviously the basic ones, okay. But yeah, again, if you fuck up and you toggle to the wrong thing and you use the Ash, it's round loss, so just be careful. I will rule, when I see people doing stuff like that, I will be ruling quite hard on it. Because you're literally asking for it, right? Okie dokie. Hey. Both players are in. Charles in the near corner with the 2-0 lead against I Pull Up. To the after party. Something about capybaras, I forget the rest of it. As we are going to see the sword dance coming out here. The running attack here right off the bat from OK, I Pull Up here. Well, Pull Up is doing a good job of just kind of like chilling in neutral, waiting for those opportunities to go in, but they're just getting punished far too often. They just need to kind of like chill a little bit more as Charles goes to swing in the corner with Flaming Strike. Great minds and fools alike. Force back now. Once again, we are going to see these runs come out. Once again, Charles is just chilling like a villain. However, he is going to eat that damage. No backswing there for Charles. It is going to be incredibly low latency. However, Charles has taken an insane amount of damage. As we see, okay, I Pull Up stuck at the corner, but he just about manages to get out. Oh no. Force back into this neutral now. Uh-oh. That's going to be the tier gone for okay, I pull up now. But Charles is still within line, and that's going to be the tier gone for Charles. Both sides now still chilling, looking for any and all opportunities. The Flaming Strike comes out, not going to be jump punished there by the side of Charles. Too far away, risks shenanigans. Backed up now, once again, both players. He has a chance to put this one away, but the swings come out left and right. Jump comes through, but not going to be punished by I pull up now! Wowzers. And that's gonna be ya boy, Charles, taking the first stock in a trio sweep. Yo, cheese. No, Cosmos. You'd have to enter it. And the next PlayStation tourney is in 2 weeks, brother. Wow. Wowie. That was so cool. Who do we have up next? We have Patches versus whom? And again, there is a loser's bracket. We go to the bracket to start the tournament. That would help. Wowzers. That's crazy. So in a trio sweep for Charles, 3-0. Boom. And then it's Elden Lean at Patches. Wowzers. You guys are up. Let's go. I love myself. I love you too, Laps. Okay. So if you join the Discord, Cosmos, and you sign up for the next one, it'll be in 2 weeks. PC is next week. So I'm just going to wait now for Patches to show up. So there should be a link to that thingamajigger in the description for YouTube. Alright, we have Lean up. We're just waiting now on Patches. Okay, so it's Patches. Let me get this. Shoes. I'm just going to call you Lean. Lean and mean. It shows up there, but it doesn't show up for the YouTube people. They have to go into the description, shoe. Cool beans. Alright, we're just waiting now for the next sign to show up. Man, 3 monitors for this crap is just so necessary. Holy moly. Alright, that's Patches up. The finest of Bad Red Man Cord. The finest of Bad Red Man Discord. Of Reddit. Versus the Lean the Mean. Patches my goat will win. Alright, folks, so. Boom! Hit him with this. The bows come out. Patches is in the far corner. It is going to be Lean and Mean in the near with that arcane scythe that he was using yesterday. Boom! And away goes the bolt. And so too, will there be any illusion who is the greatest player here. Alright, we are going to have both of our players here cycling in this neutral. The running attack there comes out. We are going to see a second R1 comes out. Force back now once again. We are going to see Patches taking some crazy damage here. Goes for that standing R1 there. Running attack comes through, but the bleed proc comes through. Force back now once again as Patches, however, does manage to get some aggression. Swaps back over onto that's actually clever, but it's not going to be enough. Oh. And that's going to be Elden Lean taking the first round. That bleed proc went hard. Holy moly. And that's going to be Elden Lean taking the first stock in this best of 5. Wowzers. Wowzers. It's crazy. But GG's. Bleed's a funny one. There is some latency here between both of these players. It is going to be Mexico to, I believe, Hungary. So not rolling is definitely one of the decisions that can be made, and of course the arcane build does have access to a tasty bit of that status pressure as well to keep people honest. But iframes being as they are, you can just roll out the bleed proc, which is easier said than done when someone has access to an off dag that is basically unreactable chip. So there's a bit of give and take involved. Halberd runnings, of course, do get insane phantom, which is, you know what, listen, you live by the lat, you die by the lat. That's the way that I look at it. Alrighty then. Patches in the near corner. Lean and mean in the far. And the bows come out. Both players are in their respective corners. Kaboom. And away we go. And we are going to see the physics here from both players. The poison mist comes out, but immediate dagger punish there on that Ash of War. Lean, chilling like a villain in the far corner. Running attack comes out there from Kilo. Ice Spear comes out here on the side of Patches. Are we going to see the Flaming Strike? Tries to go for that handy tech there, but just not able to get the decent enough pressure. Excellent bolus here on the side of Patches, who's forced into the far corner. Tries to go for a running attack, but that side just says no as the swap comes back over. Goes into that. The Flaming Strike comes out. Too close, though. Not very, very close attack there that came out. Didn't quite land. Running attack comes out. Oh my god, the Ice Spear comes out here on the side of Patches. Forced back now once again. The standing R1 tries to free aim it, but it's just not going to be enough. Lean and mean is just nowhere to be found. The Flaming Strike comes out. But that is why the particular techs that exist do not change things for the Flaming Strike setup. GG's. That is going to be 2 to Lean. De nada to Patches so far. Well played to both. Oh my god. Yeah, the reason why it's not banned, tier skip no, I think, could very well have been tier skip mementos. Okie dokie. Oakley dokley. So again, this could be the last one. Scythe is fun. I've had a lot of fun playing with Scythe the last little while. I don't think it's a very good FUTS, but it's a very fun setup. Soft swap? Yeah. Well, you get the handy tech out of it or the hard swap out of it. What's up, Kiwi? We're just waiting now for Patches to come back in. We might be seeing a little bit of changes at the old Grace. I think if you need some more time, Kiwi, by the way, I'm more than happy to delay your match to last. I don't think there's a problem for either Ando or Nissan. I'm probably calling you something wrong, but that's okay. Alright. Both signs are up. Boom. And Patches now for what could be the last set. Can Patches bring it back? No, I know I know myself. I can just let the other two know. No, I know getting back from work and stuff like that, Kiwi, can be stressful, so enjoy yourself, grab yourself a cup of tea, or whatever, an Aperol spritz, and chill out for a couple of minutes. That's all good. So, we do have Lean and Patches. Lean in the far corner, Patches in the near. Ladies and gentlemen, and a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Allez. And there we have it, folks. We are going to have the physics. We are going to have the poison mist. We are going to see both of our players chilling like villains. Goes for a running attack there as Patches. Follows up with an Ice Spear. Not going to be enough. Tries to go for that toggle, but unfortunately it's not quite going to be enough. If I remember correctly, the toggle on on Halberd isn't actually great. It's more of the Flaming Strike comes out, tries to go for that trade. The R1, L1 comes out, but is going to be out of range of that. Forces a trade, though. That bleed bar is going to be quite full. Good roll here on the side of Patches, forcing Lean into the corner, but not really getting enough pressure out of it. Oh my god, the Ice Spear almost gets through as the fire and flames come through. A song of ice and fire, if you will, as we do see the swap coming out here. Oh my god, the backstab comes through! And the Flaming Strike comes out then to try and get that catch. The toggle back over and the dagger finish. Sorry for the gun kill. GG's. Well played. Good on you, Patches. Nicely done. And the leap. Managing to take the stock off of Elden Lean. Very, very nicely done, gents. No, Patches. What you do is you claim credit for it regardless of what happened. That is what goes on, okay? You claim credit regardless. That's the real tech. You heard it here first. If something wacky happens that looked cool, yeah, I meant to do that. Real and true and real. And of course, ladies and gents, in between rounds, if you just let me know if there's any connection issues or anything like that, that's your kind of place to do it. If push comes to shove and someone's like really lagging and it's been playable, just step out of the arena and go, what the actual hell is going on here? But there should be no issues. I think everyone's been pretty stable today. I think this is probably going to be one of the highest latency matches in the entire tourney, so... If I do that so they think I'm just saying it to me... Yo! That's actually the mind games, Patches. The mind games. That's crazy, bestie. Alright. Lean and mean in the far left. The Patches. -3 in the near. 3, 2, 1. Allez. And there we go. We are going to see the daggers come out from Kilo here. Managing to get a tasty bit of damage. Running attack there from Kilo is going to be punished, though. Tries to toggle over to something else. Trying to get that Flaming Strike, but it's not really going to matter all that much. Force back now. Once again, we do see the Flaming Strike. Not quite able to land there. Standing R1. We are going to see Lean going for a bit of backstab pressure there, but the Ice Spear comes out. Remember Ice Spear. Can we make Ice Spear great again, please, folks? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Force back! Patches, no! And that's gonna be match point. Oh no! Oh no! Remember the still losers bracket? It happens on Fork. Unfortunate. A moment of silence, please. For Patches. So, we are moving on into our next round. We're going to be skipping the match between Kiwi and... Kiwi, who's is blue? I think it's Kiwi versus blue. So that's 3-1. Okie dokie. Scores are in. So now it's going to be Nissan versus blue. Yes, Nissan versus blue. Nissan at blue. Just so we have it all here. Signs, please, gents. Poggers. So we're actually cracking through this first round really well. Was that a reverse strategy too? Maybe, friend. Let's get your sign down. I see a sign down so far. So we get all the shenanigans set up. Let's get blue. How do I spell your name? It's going to be hard. S-S-E-N. Nissen. Nissen. Poggers. I see both the signs now, gents. And that's going to be 0. I'm trying to keep track of the scores and all that shenanigans. You hate to see it. Right, let me just get all of these things sorted. I love PlayStation. One of the things I do not hate, and I will say this, I will die on this hill. My cheerleader is the fact that you have to manually do all of this nonsense. I love Seamless. Seamless is so good for stuff like that. Just makes organizing tourneys so much easier because it's on the players to actually join and stuff. Alright, well I know who's who now. Fantastic. But yeah, if you have any other rule questions or anything like that, folks, feel free to ask. There's no stupid questions. Only stupid answers by me. Always remember that, folks. Alright, well we have both of our contestants in. It is looking like it's going to be a Haldag into PSGS. A classic matchup. Oh my god. PS Iron Spear, Flame Strike allowed? Yeah, I believe so. I can check the rule set in just 2 seconds, but it should be. There's better spears allowed. But either way, we do have Nissan in the far left corner versus Blue in the near. Haldag into PSGS. Boom! Away we go. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Alrighty then. The fight begins. The running attack there from Kilo, not quite going to be able to connect. However, playing off of that whiff there is going to be the Halberd's main game. The jumping attack comes through as we are going to see Blue going in for those punishes. The R1, L1 tries to go for that backstab there. And the JL1 from Kilo from Nissan. Force back now is Blue. Goes for a jumping attack. Managing to get that. Is that a true combo? Or is it a kind of true fake news combo? I can't remember. Jumping attack comes through here once again. We are going to see these rollouts coming out here on the side of Blue. Force back now once again. We are going to see Blue trying to get up that bit of pressure. The R1s come out. Force back is going to be Blue once again. Nissan here is doing a great job. However, is going to be caught in. They attempt to get that aggression, but that is going to be the tier, and the roll catch comes out, but Blue manages to get out of it. A running attack there. Both players are more or less one shot the whole way here. The running attack comes through. Another running attack comes through. Are we going to have the JL1 from Kilo manages to land? Nissan, the finest cars on the market, managed to pull through. Very nice. Very close round, chaps. Very, very close round. And that goes to Nissan. No, good first round, gents. That was really close. Really, really close. Alright. Poggers. Just waiting now for the next sign. And someone had asked earlier on, just try to be aware of time. So if you've multiple characters, just make sure that you have them like all in Stormvale ready to go, just so we don't waste time. I can't remember if, I think for this tournament I don't have, you can change between like individual rounds, but in between sets you're more than able to, or in between waves I should say. So that's the way that I've done it. Rounds are of course the individual fights. I'm trying to separate the language out. So a wave is the first series of matches. So we're currently on wave 1. Alright, Blue is in Dehoose. Hey, Dusty Gale. What is the crack? Dustin, Riella, and True. Alright, folks. Nissan, the finest cars on the market on the PSGS, versus Blue Nocta. I'm probably mispronouncing that horribly. Probably mispronouncing both of them horribly. Anyway, And a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Kaboom. Away we go. Let's get the telescope up and running. Both of our players are going to be playing in this really solid neutral, going in for those running attacks. We are going to see the Crouch R1 come out, try and get those interrupts. Man for my own heart here is Blue, who is going to be getting some nice chip there. Doesn't elect to go for the off-dag. Oh, the JL1 nearly connects! And the rolling attack comes out here on the halberd. I love that. Force back now once again. We are going to see good free aims coming out there, but it's not going to be enough. We do see a substantial health lead here on the side of Blue. But Nissan needs to be really careful on these roll-ins, especially against Halberd, because if you see the roll and you call it out, you will get interrupted. That's what you're going to get interrupted by, that rolling attack, or a standing R1. You do have nice prio over that there, goes for the chains running attacks, not quite able to make it. Oh my god, that spacing was tight. Nicely done. However, Blue is going to be taking some pressure. The Le Vortex comes out, but the Stam, obviously enough, not quite able to keep up, and that rolling attack goes for the trade. And the little jitters forward here on the side of Nissan. We have a running attack there from Kilo. Forced back in there now once again. We are going to see... Oh, the running attack, but it does manage to connect. Blue's in trouble. And the PSGS takes the W. Oh my god. That running ain't no way, no how. Actually powerful. Hey, listen, alright? I have been hit more times than I care to remember. I've been waiting for that rolling attack. Pike FS allowed? Yeah. Yeah, Pike, just singular Pike with Flame Strike is allowed. The Oni-san Ninja Sweep! 2-0. Oh my god. This is actually going to be... This looks like it's going to be really close. That was a really close match, lads. What the fuck? That was super close. I was talking to Space fucking forever ago. I don't know if things have changed. But he was saying that the Haldag into PSGS is a relatively even matchup. I don't know if that's a Space Rangerism, but I can definitely kind of see it. The Halldagger just needs to play off of whiffs. As soon as the one side whiffs, it's Jover for the other one. You can just move in. You have the off-dag to pressure as well, with that little unreactable... I say chip, but it's on a strength build, so it's going to hit like a truck. But Halldagger, of course, in the current meta is not quite what it was, just by virtue of the fact that Flaming Strike is restricted. So... I don't know. I don't know what that Flaming Strike ban definitely hit it hard, but you still have access to that off dagger and some really tight spacing on the side of Blue with those against those jumping attacks. It was actually sick as fuck. But either way, I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see Nissan, the finest car on the market on the left, versus Blue Nocta in the near. And thank you for the follow, Azazel. Boom. Away goes the bolt. The spectacles, the monocular is engaged. Tries to strafe there is the side of Blue. However, is the dreaded EU Mental going to come in clutch? Running attacks left and right, but no little bit of damage on the board. Good strafe here on the side of Nissan. Managing to take a little bit of damage, but that R1 tries to go for the R1, L1, R1. But unfortunately, the JL1 says, nah fam, I'm going to nuke your health bar real quick. Force back now once again. Beautiful spacing here on the side of Blue. Force back though, as we are going to see the bestial roar coming out. Roar X3 indeed on the side of Nissan. However, it is not over for Blue yet, but that strafe comes out in the standing R1. Tries to go for Le Vortex here, but beautiful strafe, and that's going to be the tier gone for Blue. Forced into the far corner. The two-handing comes out. Is it going to be enough? The swap tries to go for that. The standing R1 there to try and just give him a little bit of space. He is on the ropes. Is he going to be able to Mayweather? He's out. He's hit. He's forced back. Oh no, Blue! Running attack comes through, run the skedaddle out, run the running attack and then the roll catch. Proving that the engineering was superior on the side of Nissan. Very, 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 very nice. Good show, folks. Good show. I dare say, folks, that was jolly good. Jolly good. Yes, I dare say. Fireballs, hello. Welcome in. Alright, and that's going to be that. That is that round. Oh, it's all ochre. And now we're going to be moving on to the next set, ladies and gents, as I just mark down the score. No, that's the Kiwi match. That's this next one. It's going to be 1 to 3. Boom! Before we move on to the next set. We just logged that. No, that was the wrong way around. GG's. I am so genius. Submit scores. There we go. Alright, aimlessly Kiwi. It is interesting though. I'm always super curious as to what the rule set will kind of like allow for. Like looking at it on paper, Halberd has an awful lot of like opportunities to get in if you play smart and go for the roll catches and stuff. But Undo versus Kiwi. But I don't know. I think it's still relatively close just in terms of the movesets and the mix potential that you have on it. So it's curious. Kiwi. Any Italian that SK says he doesn't hate inherently, I have great respect for, so you know what? GG's, WP's. Unban Flamestrike Holdag? The funny thing, you know what? As a Holdag main, yeah, but that was all we were seeing in brackets for like a solid month or two. So be careful what you wish for and all of that, as we are going to have Undo versus the Kiwi. Let me just add the Undo real quick. Alright, let me see. I think we have both of our signs in. That's going to be Undo versus Kiwi. Yes, indeed. Undo run. Run, boy, run. Okie dokily, folks. That's going to be Undo on the left with the Halberd off axe. We're just waiting on the Kiwi BB. There he is. On the twin blades. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, we take those. Alright, ladies and gents. Both players are in their corners. The honor bows. Boom! And away we go. That is gonna be both of our players going for their respective physics. The running attack comes out here on the twin blades, forcing that little bit of pressure back. The jump R2 and the flaming. Oh, it's off axe. He is allowed flaming strike. Nice. However, he's going to be caught in the corner as the flaming strike comes out here on the side of Kiwi, and that run attack comes through. Not quite able to make it. La Mash. Kiwi, of course, going for the good age-old tradition of Bloodborne setups and run R1 into mash. Very pro. Undo, however, has evened it out a bit. The frost proc is true, but I'm not sure if the frost proc is really such a good idea, as Kiwi takes the damage on both sides. And we have our first reset of the tourney, ladies and gentlemen. That is the first reset of the tourney. GG's, WP's, he clutched it. No, if they're within like a couple of seconds of each other, I generally go for a reset on that. Just how latency and stuff like that works, because it's all peer-to-peer. I don't know, it has so like here's an example of like FromSoft netcode doing its damnedest to infuriate me to no end. So I have had people where I have won an arena match with. So on my screen it says I won, and on their screen it said it was a reset. Very, very funny. It's actually ridiculous. And it counts the scores accordingly for both. I love FromSoft netcode. So pro. So pro. Damn! Shu fighting against Undo. That's crazy. We all know now that Ando's going to have Shu fight Yas in whatever next tournament is. Alright, boys and girls. Nimbies, or whatever the hell. We do have both of our contestants in. We have Kiwi BB in the left-hand corner versus Ando, who run by run on the right. Boom. Away we go. And the bestial roar comes out, managing to get the punish there. And immediately going for a blue flask as well. Not going to be punished. Kiwi is going to be keeping up that nice little spacing. Oh, the hyper armor into the twin blade is actually not a terrible idea here. However, the run attack comes through and the flaming strike double taps there for good measure. However, the bestial roar tries to go for a backstab on that. I imagine that was a misinput. Oh no. This is actually the hyper armor here on the two-handed bird might actually come in clutch as the flaming strike comes out, managing to get the anti-air there as well. Ando is in a really good position here to start off with it. We are going to see Ando here chilling in neutral, goes for a jump through. However, we are going to see Kiwi manage to get a little bit of chip there. Jump R2 comes through and the flaming strike. Kiwi's very low. Does he manage to go for he goes for the follow-up? He's on death's door and he rolls in to the fire and flames. And that's going to be Ando taking the first stock. Yo, cheese, besties. That hyper armor pick against the twin blade is actually kind of clutch. That's a really good idea. Because again, the twin blade has to play so much off of getting that chip damage so you can land that high burst off of the run attacks that it's actually kind of cool. I'd never thought to kind of leverage that in particular. That's awesome. GG's. Good little the tech that's foreboding. And we're just waiting for Ando now to get in. 1-0 on the scorecard, ladies and gents. Being able to invalidate that chip is definitely useful, though. But I think it depends on the poise breakpoints, which I forget. Does anyone in chat remember any of the poise breakpoints? I can't remember them off the top of my head for Windblade. But either way, we do have both of our contestants in. Ando in the far left corner, Kiwi BB in the near. Boom. And we're going to see the bestial roar right off the bat. We do see the physics. Force back now once again. Ando is going to be on it. Force back now. We are going to see some decent damage there. Comes out there. The standing R1 comes out. Not going to be strafe backstabbed by Kiwi, unfortunately. But it's early days yet, ladies and gents. That jump attack comes through. Not going to be quite able to connect. Interesting tech there on the side of Kiwi. Remember that the jump R2s will break the hyper armor as we see the swaps back over. The Knight Rider comes out here. Flaming strike, but it seems Ando pressed first. Oh my god, that strafe was beautiful. Force back in now once again. We are going to see the attempt to get that bit of pressure. The standing R1 comes out to try and get it. Force back now once again. Ando's in a spot of bother here. But both players, as far as I can tell, still have tier. Oh, the run attacks come through, but that's going to be the tier. The tier must be really close right now as the run attack goes through. Force back now once again. We are going to see the flaming strike come out. That is going to be... Oh, he goes for the flaming strike. Oh no, Kiwi's taking some damage. But that's going to be Kiwi taking a stock. Oh man, I thought that was so Jover. How much HP, Kiwi? Ain't no way. That was a really nice fight. Good stuff, lads. Forcing a 1-1. You can tank like the first hit of it, but not the full thing. I think people generally go for like the poise to be able to tank both of them. And I'm aware of that. But the whole idea is that you stagger and it combos into the rest of it, which is kind of neato. Also, I found out what's wrong with my controller. It only happens when it's plugged in. Just kind of stuttering and stuff. 111 poise. Interesting. It's combined. You can't tank both as combined. Interesting. That's why chip is so important on that setup. It means I have to go back to vets, which is criminal. Or golden. I think I'll probably make my builds. All my builds have 116 poise in future, but either way, I digress. Both players are in. Ando on the left, Kiwi on the right. Oh no, other way around. Kiwi on the left, Ando on the right. Boom! And we are going to see the physics. Interesting. Force back now once again. We are going to see La Magic running through. Force back now once again. We are going to see the Chilling Mist come out here. Both players are neck and neck so far. First reset, and we have a 1-1 right off the gate. Jumping, empty jumps coming through here as well on the side of Ando. But he is going to be interrupted, and that Flaming Strike is going to come through. Definitely regretting not having that poise, or the hyper armor there on the side of the Knight Rider glaive. However, does manage to land that. The art, oh my god, that hand axe is going to town. Ando has quite the lead. The Frostpot comes out. Kind of a waste of time, considering we do see this Kiwi is already kind of on the back foot. The R2 comes out there, probably planning to do a running R2, but just not quite able to do it. We do see the grease and the Flaming Strike. Oh my god, that off-hand axe is going to town. Good spacing though on the side of Kiwi, forcing in that little bit of pressure. We do see if swapping over to the two-hand now to try and get something, if anything here, is the side of Ando. Curious now those empty jumps come through. Force back now once again. Ando is going to take some damage. Umpire 2 comes out and the Flaming Strike takes the win for Kiwi once again. Nice. That's Kiwi taking another stock. The full R1 doesn't stagger. Also run R2 small hit plus R1 smaller hit doesn't stagger. GG's, man. I can't read. Yeah, Chili, I figured out what was wrong with the controller. Because if I unplug it now, it's fine. Really weird. Talking about Twin Blade, aren't we? Yeah. Endlessly Kiwi. Nice. 2-1 to Kiwi so far. No, there we go. Cool beans. Alright, both of our players are in. That was a close one. Oh dear. Alright, gentlemen. Ando in the near corner. Kiwi on the far. Allez. Kaboom. And there we have it. The spectacles are out now once again for the spectacle before us, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to see Lightning comes out. Standing R1 there, try and get that. The Flaming Strike comes out. Not going for the follow-up though, but is going to go for that one. The Flaming Strikes! Oh my god, he goes for the follow-up. There ain't no way, no how. The rolls through, risking it for the biscuit there. Force back in there. We are going to see. Looking for that. Force back in now once again. We are going to see Ando on the back foot playing very, very patiently. Running attack there goes through. Flaming Strike comes through. Are we going to see it? The standing R1! Ando forces the match point. Holy moly. Yo, cheese. Another win for Flaming Strike. Match point, ladies and gentlemen. And Asius of Astora, thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate it. And of course, if you don't like watching on Twitch, keep in mind you do have the YouTube, so you can check that out. If that's something you're interested. Flaming Stroke, my beloved. I see, Chili. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. Uh-huh. Sure, Chili, sure. She stroke on me till I fired, dear God. And Souls with the D-Gen posting. Who the fucking thunk it? Who would have thought? My shock is immeasurable, folks. Let me just see what's going on in the Discord. Nice one. And it's also, hey, Chris. How's it going, brother? I didn't say hello earlier on. Matches and all of that. Alright, both players are in. Aimlessly Kiwi in the far left-hand corner. Ondo TV, a Twitch streamer, on the near, and tournament host. Boom! With lightning. Force back in now once again. The pots are out. Both players do have their physics up. Goes for that run attack there as Ando, managing to get some immediate pressure. Not able to get that though as the flaming strikes come out left and right. Yes, please do, Chili. Force back in now once again. We are going to see both of our players chilling in neutral. Jump attack comes through. Flaming strike. Standing R1. Not quite able to do it. Kiwi tries to go for a bit of pressure, but that hyper armor says no. But the jump R2 into another flaming strike and he rolls into it. Oh. Oh. That's gonna be Undo. TTV. Really got me? You did get flaming struck, Kiwi. That roll in there, not ideal. Not ideal. You do still have loser's bracket though, which we're going to immediately jump into. Let me see who's up first as I log the score. So it's going to be 2 to 3 for Ando. And now it's going to be I pull up and Patches. So I'm just going to call you, what do I call you? Pull up. Part of the sauerkraut. Now you are the meal. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Oh, I haven't changed it for this. Okay, there we go. Let me turn off that and replace it with that. Oh my god. We're so professional, chat. No more Endless style typos going forward. That's crazy. I'm going to change the names. Players. So 0. It's going to be Patches. 0 versus 0. 2. The wonderful, the amazing, the powerful pull up. Nice-oo. Alright, how are we feeling about round 1 then so far, folks? I think that went pretty well. Is a place where we can find the rules? Yeah, Chal. The Nightbot there, that's going to be the full rule set. Carrion Phalanx is around you? Yeah, of course. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I don't think it's inherently evil. It allows for people to aggress. And people have the ability to aggress in this game. It's not a DS3 situation. So I'm just going to wait for pull up. Let me just actually message, okay, I pull up now. At the after party. Also, players, I've made a ruling on the poison glitch. see above. I am going to make a ruling. We are going to temporarily ban it for this tourney, just for the sake of keeping it consistent with the RPVP's rules. Okay, I pull up at the after party. Just make sure the players see that the poison glitch has now been banned. Just as apparently ERPVP did make a ruling against it, so I'm going to go for it. Okay. We we can take a quick break. Seeing as Kiwi is eating. Alright, we're going to take a very, very quick break, folks. Just while we wait for players to get their stuff together. There's just been a bit of a delay. So thank you, everyone. And also, Many Mark, yesterday, give me a follow. Yeah, of course. Check the challenge patches. If there's any other questions or anything else? Can I cheat? No, you cannot. All the rules are there. I know it's safer to check, but I don't see any reason why they would be banned. Alright, well, we are going to take a very quick break either way, folks. So, chat you in a moment. Boom. Alright, well, we're still waiting about 5 more minutes for the players to get sorted. Oh, how are we feeling though, folks, about it so far? What's the Flaming Strike is obviously very strong, especially in an arena like Stormvale that is quite small. It's kind of an interesting one, I think personally, that trying to encourage people to use other setups other than the Haldag as being your Flaming Strike stick, and having other people use other things. I was actually super... Do you know what? Alright, hear me out on this one, folks. What do we reckon about the offhand axe? Flaming Strike is busted and everything? Yeah, it's very strong. Having that constant mix available at any given time is definitely something else. It's something that the other person has to be aware of. The only thing is that the 50-50, so forcing off-dag is fine, in my opinion. So this is what I'd heard, and I kind of think it's a bit of cope, but I'm not really. That even into a thrusting sword, Haldag was winning. And it's hard to tell if people were getting skill capped, considering like the top FS Haldag player was like Dark Soap on PC. It was definitely one of the decisions ever made. Because like on paper, like I look at it, you don't really have to respect that off-dag unless you're heavily poise chipped. But even then, it's like that Flame Strike is always the thing you have to worry about. You know, obviously you have to worry about the run R2s, the run R1s, standing R1s, whatever L1 option that they have. Never fought an off-axe faster than I've expected. The only time I ever fought an off-axe was against Braun in an FOC like 9 or 10 months ago. He rocked it. It was interesting. He was on Moonveil off-axe, and it's actually quite quick. I don't think he's ever rocked it since. It could be just like, here, I want to fuck around in this ended dude's garbo, so I'm going to do this. Or my reaction time's lower than I've expected. I did rock it once, for a laugh, off-axe in the arena. I never brought it into like a competitive setting. But Ondo's definitely taken me aback. Do you know what's a funny chat? Off warped axe. The only problem is that the offhand, you have that second L1 and your roll cancel window is like insanely far off. But it hits like an absolute truck. And that second swing How many of you here have played Dark Souls 2? Are there many of you who've actually played Dark Souls 2? I'm kind of curious as to the as to what people have seen of that game. You know how so just to kind of explain, you know how the second attack on like a Zwei or something like that in that game can come out like super quick depending on what people do? Basically it's that, and doing arena only because the matches are running around most of the matches are running around a light roll. Yeah. No, that's just for sure, but it's still like you can get a vague idea as to what you can get away with against certain people. And positioning doesn't matter a fuck either. But we are still waiting for... Okay, I'll pull up to the after party. Man, now I know how Human Boy feels doing the fucking live replays for the Total War tourneys. This downtime is crazy. Just pull out PS Pikes and then... off-axis from Footzilla. That does stand to reason. For the shitpod plus block tech, goes hard, honestly, Patches. No, it is good. It's a good setup. It's definitely underappreciated just by virtue of the fact that off-dagger exists and is just so free that I can understand why people don't rock it. I could definitely kind of fathom that. He's the Gog's goat? Yeah, definitely. No, he's able to do some serious work with that thing. It's actually kind of impressive what Foots can do with that. Come on, brother. Come on, duder. We've waited a while. Kiwi, are you finished your dinner? Okay. Is that 2 signs or just 1? No, that's just 1. 1 fork. Well, at least it wasn't down to connection issues that this match was is delayed. I will give it that much. That is definitely a plus. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Could even manage to do that much in tournaments and versus seamless versus high level players. It's the mixed game. He played an awful lot of ultras in DS3 as well and did really well with them. So it doesn't shock me with the nugs. Come on, pull up. What's up, Jelly? How goes it, brother? It is in fact bueno. Oh, Jelly, I got this. I finally got my controller. If I plug it in, apparently there's some weird stuff that goes on. Wait, I never set you up with the cam. I was sleeping most of the time anyway, so it makes no odds. Is that the bathed in Brenna? No way. Is that the cutie patootie with the Gothards versus the Rotten Grue? Big damage. How are you, Brenna? I hope all is good. We're just waiting for one of the players to get off the telephone. How are you keeping? I haven't seen you in ages, Brenna. I'm not sure if I can say that on Twitch, Ando. I'm not sure you realize what that means. I'm not sure. I think there might be a little bit of a mistranslation there, brother. Oof. It's an unflattering term for a gay man. You silly Billy. Ando's Edgelord arc coming out in 4K? No way. This is a PSN tourney anyway, Jelly, so it makes no difference. Alright. I'm gonna wait another minute. If he's not here, we're just moving on. I've waited enough. What time was it? 4:43 is when he said that. Oh my god, it's been 10 minutes. Come on, brother. We need to crack on with this tournament. If he back, I BRB for him in. Alright, I tell you what, Kiwi, are you back? We're just gonna jump straight on with the Kiwi match. Kiwi, who's playing here? It's Kiwi versus Blue. I can't wait anymore. As soon as I do this now, he's gonna come up. Okay. So, Kiwi, Kiwi. I see you there in chat, but at Blue, we roll. All right, he not pull up. He did not. He actually did not pull up. No, it's crazy. RSD, cool. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, we're just moving on. I can't wait anymore. I've been more than pleasant. If he doesn't show up by the end of this round, we're just going to move on to the next stock. I actually can't. All right. That's kind of a little bit silly. Gah. No. Alright. Blue versus Kiwi. Here, hang on a second. I have a clever idea. Oh my god. Both meeting in the middle? That's crazy. You're always more than pleasant. So true, Umphy. And he just shows up just as I move on to the next round. We've moved on. Next round. Sorry, I've already set the overlay. Now he said re-RSD. I'm moving on. So true for real. Aimlessly Kiwi versus Blue Nocta. refrain from making Italy-Germany jokes. I will do it. I will not do it. And it's best of 3. Let me just change the winners, rounds, losers, and best of. I have all of this stuff set up. Cool. Alright, we fixed it. Alright. Ladies and gents, we have blue in the far corner, Kiwi in the near. Boom! Away goes the bolt. Alright, so both of our players are now doing shenanigans. We are going to see blue going for those running attacks here. Halberd off-dag is very popular so far in this tourney. Force back now once again. We are going to see Kiwi going out for those rolls here. Blue is doing a decent job of keeping up that pressure, but that running attack comes... The jump versus the run. Neither side is actually able to get any bit of damage off on that, but definitely a good idea. The Halberd is weak to its anti-air game, but we are going to see these strafes come out, but we are going to see the strafes come out on the side of blue as well, but the mash comes out on the side of both players. 1000 damage, 408 on the board. Are we going to see a running attack? The R2 comes out, not quite able to connect. Force back now once again. We are going to see Kiwi here having, I believe, a slight life disadvantage as the jump attack comes out. Beautiful strafe comes out here on the side of Kiwi. Force back now once again. Blue is going for those run attacks there, but strafes coming out left and right. Not going for those punishes though as another jump attack comes through. Forcing in a run attack there. Blue is in. Flaming Strike comes out there to try and keep that bit of pressure. Forced back into the corner now is blue. No Flaming Strikes as an answer though. Kiwi has had some great opportunities for damage here, but not actually taking advantage of them. Trying to go for those running attacks, but is going to eat the Halberd. Good strafe though, and the roll in. Blue takes some damage. The Flaming Strike comes out. Not quite able to land any of it there. We are going to see both of our players basically one hit here, and the off-dag, of course, having that unreactable, is going to be clutch in this part of the game, but that Twin Blade can just put out so much damage, and that's it. Kiwi takes the first stock. Yo, Chi-Chi. Can we get a Chi-Chi? That was a good match. Nice close. Kiwi BB. Alright. Valero, hello. Welcome in. We just wait now for... This is, of course, going to be best of 3, so the round should be pretty quick. For the losers bracket. All of losers bracket bar the losers finals will be best of 3, and the losers finals will be best of 7. Lightning rounds, ladies and gents. Alright, there we go. I love PlayStation matchmaking. Very pro. Blue. What's my ammunition situation looking like? 18 and 4. We should be good. We should be good. Alright, both of our... Alright, we have both of our contestants in. It is going to be Kiwi in the far left-hand corner versus Blue in the near. We wait for the bows to finish out. The Honor Chunguses must have their satisfaction. Boom! And away we go. Oh, and that cute end of the ammunition. So true. I feel like my battle dollies in Warhammer. It's crazy, but we are going to see both of our players here. Beautiful strafes here coming out on the side of Kiwi, but managing to keep up that tasty bit of pressure. The run attacks come through. Flaming Strike comes out. Flaming Strike again, managing to get that. Not quite able to get that second one. Interesting. Not sure if it was a range thing or what was going on there. That should have landed by rights. For beautiful strafes coming out here on the side of Kiwi, and the run attacks come out. Keeping up that bit of pressure. Now a much more confident Kiwi. And Halberd is absolutely struggling on this one as we see the daggers ringing out here once again. Force back in now once again. Keep going in there. Force back in. We are going to see that crouch attack into a 2-0 sweep to Kiwi BB. Kiwi takes the win. That's crazy. That's crazy. GG's, bestie. Nicely done, folks. Nicely done. Really nice strafes there. Really, really nice strafes, Kiwi. Score 2-0. Thank you for coming, Blue. An absolute pleasure to have you in. And remember, so long as you don't get top 2, you're more than welcome to join the next one as well. So it'll be in about 2 weeks' time. Same time slot, same everything. We might change arena, though. Spinning slash allowed? Not on Twin Blade, no. And not on Nagakiba. The 2 strong versions are not permitted. You can have a full look at the bracket. It's in the description, Chris, of the YouTube. Pull up. Versus Patches. Patches 0-0. Should be 0-0. Boom, hit him with that. Cool. Yeah. And honestly, having players mess around with stuff, I think, is very based on a tourney like these. It's nice to have actual, like, a chance to experiment with new stuff. Oh, the runs are insane, Kiwi. Like, there's a reason that it's, like, considered an S tier at the moment. Yeah, you can see the full, and again, Chris, you can see the full rules and all the restrictions and stuff. So you can have a look at all of that. So now it is... Wait, why did I summon Kiwi? Goodbye, Kiwi. Okay, there we go. Congratulations on the win, bestie. No, you're fine. You're fine. I kind of experimented with the format, so the thought process was that some of the sets could be quite long. You're all right. Don't worry. Let's just crack on, brother. We'll get this. It's both 3 on losers. Yeah, until losers finals, and the bows come out. Patches is rocking. Is that PS daggers based? All right. Boom. Away goes the bolt. Never mind. Force back in now once again. We are going to see the Sheer versus the CGS off-dag, which is definitely a really underutilized option, considering that it is basically a Flame Strike stick in a long line of other Flame Strike sticks. However, that Sham Sheer is definitely going to be very, very strong in being able to force in that pressure. Good aim downs here on the side of Patches. However, he is going to eat an insane amount of damage. Oh, that's rough. And the Phalanx is out here, managing to get a tasty little bit of damage there. Oh, dear. This little stutter steps. I believe that's... Uh-oh. Oh, the jump attack comes out. The Flame Strike there, trying to punish an attempted roll in there as Patches. The jump attack comes out once again, and the follow-up there. Patches is going to be punished for not having high enough poise to be able to tank the backswing, which is basically cursed in this matchup as the runs come through. And that's going to be okay. I pull up now at the after party, taking the first stock. Damn. Interesting choices there coming out on the side of Patches. Punished for some of those casts, which is of course a bad time. Generally speaking, it's an emotional experience when you think you're far enough away, and then it turns out that you are actually not. So I feel the pain. Phalanx has always been a weird one for me in these, even in these small arenas. You have a free cast at the start, and you have to kind of earn the ability to recast it. So while it is strong, and it definitely gives you, like, not infinite aggression, but it gives you a huge amount of initiative in any given fight, I still do think, though, that it's kind of more balanced for an arena around this size. Like, I can imagine we might host the next one in a different arena, just for a laugh. And it definitely is kind of tragical. But either way, we do have both of our contestants in. Ready to go. Boom. As we get the gunpowder loaded up once again. And we are going to see that immediate pressure here on the side of I pull up. The capybara is going absolutely hog wild here as the backswing comes out. Patches needs to get that bull goat's tally out as we see the interrupt. But he is swapping over to the spear. Curious he didn't go for the pikes. The pikes might have actually been a kind of a cool counter pick here, just to go for that extra bit of range. And it's a thing that's not used often. I think the only time I've seen it used is... Oh my god, that was nearly another ring out for Patches. As the roll-ins here, Flaming Strike comes out there on the shear, but the roll-in on the side of okay, I pull up now, and the force back down the side of Patches. Going for these swaps here is going to be put in the corner against the Shamshir, and still not having the poise to tank it. And that's going to be, okay, I pull up to the after party. Uncrazy. Crazy. Very, very well done. Yeah, Patches, you were just punished so badly there for not having the poise to tank that backswing. You need that so badly. That's like... that's an auto pick against Shamshir. If you don't have the poise, you just cry. Because they just have so much initiative against you. Doesn't matter how much you Flaming Strike, they can just run in, go in immediately, and they don't have to respect you. I don't have the equip load. There you go. That's why people wonder why people stack so much poise in tourneys. It's stuff like that against the meta setups that really makes you have to. Which sucks, but I mean, that's kind of the game, right? And you're trying to play the game at a high level. So that is going to be I pull up, taking that stock. We're going to move on to now round 2. Patches, thank you so much for coming. I hope to see you next week. And now we're going to see Charles, the Irish laggard himself. Charles versus some fun, and it was aha. I am glad to hear it. And again, I'll be doing these for PlayStation every 2 weeks, so hope to see you in 2 weeks' time, Patches. Versus the lean and the mean. Elden Lean versus Charles. Excellent stuff. And we just changed the bow table here real quick. We're now on round 2. Which is crazy. We've gotten this far. Wave 2. Best of what is it? Best of again? It's best of 5 again. Oh, there we go. Best of 5. Cool. But yeah, and again, the main priority is like give people like a proper taster for competitive play and to hopefully move on and do more stuff, right? No, it's best of 5. So 3 wins. Yes, 3 wins. And Elden Lean. Magnificent. Yeah, it's. I think that it's. I think for losers bracket, just as a what's up, folks. All right, we have both of our contestants in and ready to go. Charles on the far left-hand corner, and it's going to be Lean and Mean, the Elden Lean, in the near corner, and that's Scythe versus Fists. All right, ladies and gents, in a 3, 2, 1. Allez. And away we go. Fists definitely have some really good options, but this is probably going to be the lowest slat that Lean is going to have in the tournament, up against Charles's Fists. So I'm kind of curious to see how it does, and we see some crazy chip damage coming out here as Charles is kind of batted aside. Has to be careful of that super armor that comes out, and the Reduvia is out there to try and get an extra a bit of pressure. Poison Mist comes out again. We are going to see that. Charles not leveraging any of those R2s just yet. Oh my god, that is crazy. Pop goes the balloon, and that's going to be the bleed proc. But again, not having to respect it, that R2 comes out there to get some serious pressure. Good rolls here on the side of Charles. We do see the... Uh-oh. The Reduvia comes out. Try to free aim it there. Interesting to see Arc be used, and that's going to be the R2 comes out. Tries to go for yet another R2. Good roll here on the side of Charles. Lean is doing a decent job of keeping up that status pressure. However, out comes the Hoarfrost Stomp. You'd swear this was patch 1.1 and we're cheesing a boss here with the Hoarfrost Stomps. But definitely a good option to keep Lean honest. Oh, and he falls for the mix. What I believe Charles is trying to do here, he's trying to go for the mind game against the strafing attack, but we're seeing a really good job here on the side of Lean, as you see that bleed proc. Just. Ooh, that off dag comes out there though, and that's gonna be Charles put down. Elden, Lean, takes a really solid set. Nicely done. Yo, Chi-Chi's as Lean takes the first stock. What is the lat? If it's Mexico to Ireland, it's going to be about somewhere between 150 and 180, somewhere along those lines. So it's quite high. It's like the upper end of like mid lat, so it's still playable. But on paper you have really good poison buildup. But on the other hand, bleed procs become infinitely easier to roll. So you do have that as an option. Alright, well, we do have Charles in the near corner, and the Honor Chungus bows come out in force. Crazy to see. Lean 1, Charles not. And the bolt is out. Boom! Hit him with that. Alright, the Hoarfrost Stomp is out here just to get a little bit of pressure, just to keep him honest and neutral. Trying to go for these strafes is Charles, however, he has to be careful of that as the R2 comes out. And the R2 again misses though. Follows up with the second one, but it's just not going to be able to connect. Charles tries to space it out, but he needs to go for those rolls. The super armor as well. I forget what tier stun the run attack is on this side of fists. But if it's the tier 1 stun, then it's not going to be enough to actually get that. We see a little bit of poise chip. Going for the one-handed, and that's going to be the bleed proc on the off-wacky. Force back in now. Elden Lean is taking some pressure. Force back in now. Oh, the strafe comes through, but he's not in a position to punish it. That's huge. Charles is going to be punching himself in the face for that, but fists are still fists. And the sever out. 1-1 in this best of 5. Arrhythmic, hello, welcome in. Rust Bucket. This looks like it's going to be a really good set, lads. Holy moly. Good to see you in, Rhythmic. Hope you're keeping well, brother. Alright, we should be seeing our players back in now in a moment. Uno momento. Charles. On our match 3. Nice-oo. Nice-oo, nice-oo. So, lad, on a personal note, I think for a game like Elden Ring, I do prefer longer sets. Like, if I could have, like, all of losers be best of 5 as well, but then things kind of... did no idea Lean was competing today? Well, now you do. Boom! Ireland versus Mexico once again. And that nice little bit of pressure right off the bat here on the side of Charles. Lean is doing a really solid job here of mixing between those different run attacks and the crouch and standing R1. And it's definitely, we see Charles here adapting to the latency quite nicely as well. Lean takes a little bit of that Hoarfrost stomp damage. Oh, that running attack comes through and the mash that comes after. Just out of range of that R2, but the following up with an R2 on his own is the side of Lean, and Charles not electing to stay in and to stick around to find out. Uh-oh. And that's going to be a massive bleed proc here on Charles. But keeping up that, the bleed comes out and he gets the bolus off. That's huge. That bolus is absolutely massive as Charles is forced back now once again. Would you see the roll out there? Are we going to see another attempted bolus? We do. The bravery on the side of Charles as he goes for that R2. It trades. That's the problem with this latency. He is going to be able to get those R2s out. But was that a bleed proc? The R2 comes out, forcing in that pressure. That's going to be poison. Charles is keeping it up here. Is he going to keep on the poison? He's expecting a bolus here at any second. Uh-oh. Just about by a hair's breadth managing to get away with it, as we are going to see Charles poisoned as well. But he is going to be hit with this jumping R1. And the R2 comes up and it whiffs! And good rolls here on the side of Lean as he's forced back, and that's going to be Charles popped like a balloon with the bleed proc on that off wacky. Sides are fun, lads. Can we have a how fun sides are in chat real quick? Can we say how totes poggers they are? Hey Dark, what's up? And Elden Lean takes another stock. Yeah, there was some really nice boluses on the side of both of them. Testament maxing? Themoid. Very smart gamer, pretty creative. The fun scythe. Now I ain't no safe, but a scythe'll do. No, that was some really clever play on the side of on both of them there. Setting up for those R2s on the side of Charles is definitely going to be the play. He can force those trades and win them. He also has to leverage the fact that pretty much everything that Lean can do has pretty good startup on it. So it's just a matter of not committing to those strafes and just managing to land those high damage R2s and just keep that chip up. Either way, enough yapping, as it's 2-1. Kaboom. And there we go. And we are going to see the Poison Mist. Hoarfrost Stomp comes out for an immediate punish. Charles has to play it very careful now. Goes for that running attack. Nicely done. That R2 comes out, but it is going to whiff. Force back in now once again. Nice little bits of chip here. Tries to go for that R2, but it's not going to be enough. And R2 comes out there again. Oh, he manages to get the interrupt. He realizes that he can't play Kitten into this. Force back now once again. We are going to see the bleed. The poison, do its business. But Charles is going to go for that bleed. There we go. That's what he's looking for here. And he manages to get the poison bolus, but is going to be punished for it. And the R2 comes out. And the mash. R2 into mash. Not respected by Lean. And Charles takes another set. Textbook there about what you're supposed to do. Managed to get him though. Nicely done. These are some really nice matches, lads. Good shit. Force chip, wait for strafes, punish them. Over ATMS? Well, we are playing on over ATMS, so that's what I mean, folds. Into blockless true combo is also is optimal play. Eventually I will make these like single region. That is like the ultimate aim, but I'm worried about actually being able to fill brackets at the moment. It's kind of a huge problem. Maybe during the DLC we'll look at it. Wait, Folds, are you the second coming of Bron the Goat, out of curiosity? Did Bron secretly get onto PlayStation? Alright, but either way, we do have both of our contestants in. 2-2. Away we go. Force back now once again. We are going to see this. Keeping up that nice little bit of pressure. Force back now. Charles just not able to strafe that properly. Force back in now once again. We are going to see the poison mist coming out. It's kind of a curious... Oh, Charles is caught in the corner. But that latency is just not figuring it out just yet. Goes for a running attack, managing to get some solid chip. Forced in once again. The R2 come out to try and keep that pressure. The attempted interrupt here, but we are going to see the poison proc here managing to get some decent damage boost out of it. We are going to see Charles manage to get that bolus. Forced back now once again. Goes for a running attack, managing to get a good one. And the mash once again. And that's it. Bron did the awesome Played Friends PSN reel. GG's. And that's basically what Fist is supposed to do. Run in, keep pressure, try not to get interrupted, play for strafes when needed, and hit with R2s. 4 days to get that big damage on trades. So nicely done. Charles moves on. And that is Elden Lean's lowest latency match for this tourney. Can we have a moment of silence for poor Elden Lean? Who has to fight EU laggards all day? Unfork bestie. Alright, moving on. It is going to be Ando versus Nissan. All I have is access to because I'm not playing on 20 FPS plus Wi-Fi. What's up, Bron? How you keep it, brother? Alright, let me change the scores and all of that, so... one of the things I'll be doing for the overlay is I'll have the scores separate. It'll just be a little bit annoying. Anda. On the 0. Voices. Who is he voices, Chad? Who is he voices? Nissa. Poggers. And I. How the hell do I spell this properly? Let's fucking go. Oh my god. N-I-S-S-S-S-S-S-S-S. Sounds like I'm trying to call a cat. Listen. Nissan. I got it. I got you. I have the tech. I'm just talking out loud. I actually played on PS4 for so long. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope it gets better soon, Bethany. Inserted melts? If it doesn't, PS4 will just explode at some point. Heat transfer is very important. It's just usually you expect the parts to not, like, explode. Oh, dear. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our contestants in. This is going to be round 1. Nissan versus Ando. From one Omega to another. Jesus Christ. Right, boom. Away we go. We are going to see the Lance play here on the side of Nissan and versus Ando's. Hall Axe, I believe, goes for a running attack there, but that JL1 is not going to be punished there, unfortunately. Forced back now once again. We are going to see both of our players here playing a very careful game. Beautiful spacing here on the side of Nissan as he's forced back now once again. Ando has taken some trades, but that 116 poise is going to come in clutch. Just making sure that there's some crazy pushback. However, Ando's getting some good damage, not being hit by these JL1s at all. He is expecting them. And that run R2 comes out, but the jump R1 comes in. Tries to go for that bit of pressure. Not able to land those jumping attacks at all as the side of Nissan. Ando is on fire right now. God damn. Running attack comes through and then followed up by another running attack on the off-dag mash. And it's not quite able to get the damage. An empty jump into a run R1, and that is going to be Ando taking that first stop very confidently. God, can we get a goddamn? Goddamn. Can we get in a goddamn? Hot damn. Powerful. Jeez, God hells. What is that emote even? I'm concerned, Rust. God, Jesus. Those neutral R1s super relaxed. Yeah, it's really chill. All fell asleep waiting for pull up to pull up. Yeah, which is a bit annoying, but it's whatever. Again, remember, it's best of 5, folks. And the VOD for this tournament is always going to be live on YouTube. So if you miss it, I'll probably make a highlight on Twitch as well for a laugh. But either way, we do have both of our contestants in. Ando on the left, Nissan on the right. And ladies and gentlemen, the bows are out. The honor chunguses have been chungused. Allez. Away we go. There we go. Forcing back now once again. We are going to see the Frostpot come out here. Some really solid neutral. Empty jumps coming out on the side of Ondo, which I'm not sure what a neutral jump really does, but those trades are not... Wait, no way. There ain't no way. What? No. No. That man had a wife and kids, Ondo. As he is going to be roll caught there. Forced back now once again. Ondo. With the most ballsy move I have ever seen. Holy moly, goes for an empty jump there once again. Bestial Roar comes out, not going to punish. The EU mental must be going very hard right now, but the jump attack comes through. And the interrupt tries to go for an R1, L1, R1, but just not going to be enough. Trying to go for these neutral skips, but they don't really benefit Halberd all that much. Could very much be very easily called out. As I say it. Called out. In an instant. By Liam Neeson himself. Crazy. GG's to both. Onto one in our heart. 1-1. The balls on this man. Holy moly. I would use a different setup. I remember talking to Space ages ago, Folds, and he said that Haldag was pretty even. It did have Flame Strike back in the day, but I think it can still do it. I mean, you have that off dag to just get that constant chip, so it's not completely lost. I always feel super uncozy into that matchup just because of the amount of damage it's able to output, but it's still a setup that has to be respected by the PSGS player. They can just get mashed out by that off dag. It's crazy. Space just mad because he lost it, and then was the only because Space didn't know he needed 104 poise, so he couldn't get it. That dagger chip though is still spooky as fuck. It just means that the Hall Dagger just has an instant neutral option with 0 recovery, so it's still definitely a thing that he has to respect. But, I don't know, that's just me. I still think it's pretty... It's an uncozy matchup, but it's still winnable. Alright, either way. Listen. Liam Neeson. The Nissan on the left-hand side. Ondo on the right. Kaboom! And there we go. Both players going for the thing. The Frostpot comes out here on the side of Ondo. Listen, doing a decent job here of just keeping up that pressure. Force back the 116 poise comes out here on the side of Ondo once again. Good jump, and that running attack comes through, but he's forced into these panic rolls. Those jumps are just not the answer. Forced back in now once again. The R1, L1, waiting for that jump attack to come through. The parry into the R1, L1, but there we go. That's what he has to be worried about. Almost managed just to roll off the edge there is our side of Ondo. And of course... that jump attack from Kilo not going to be able to land. He is fat rolling here. No longer, though. Keeping up that nice bit of pressure. These empty jumps here to try and get out of it. But unfortunately, he's stuck. He's waiting for that jump attack to come out. And the jump R2 comes out into an L1. Forced back now once again. He cannot afford to take those jumping attacks as both players no longer have their tier. Whatever health bars you see are all we have. The parrying dagger. The hail parry. And the off dagger comes out, tries to go for a crouch attack. That's what I mean. That off dagger is super spooky. It's just able to output so much damage, but the jump R1 from Kilo. Oof. 2-1. That was down to the wire, lads. What the hell? Holy moly. Down to the wire. 2-1. Can Ondo force a match point, or is this all... is it all going to be Jover? Damn, I know they were clenching. I'm also super curious, so I'm going to be doing an awful lot of data collection for this one as well. Might do a stream where I go through the first one. And we just kind of pick out the different matchups that happened. I will probably make a spreadsheet about whatever, about the different matchups and stuff. Because it's important to keep in mind that, like, The rule sets are not only made for like the top play, it definitely has to accommodate it, but I think understanding what things look like at lower levels of play is definitely going to be a cool thing to keep in mind as well. At least we have some data on it that isn't just completely like swept by, you know, it's hard when people get Space Rangered round 1, right? I always think that can be either really encouraging or really not. Alright folks, we have both of our contestants in. Nissan versus Ando. 2-1 on the side of Nissan. The Great Dane. Once more, as the bolt is out. Alright. Jump attack comes through. Jump R2 actually lands there! Ain't no way. Run R2 comes out. That off dag is coming in clutch. He still needs, I believe, 2 more in order to get that break. Jump R1 comes out here. Force back in this long neutral showing up here. That is going to be the tier gone for Nissan. And the parry comes out now once again. Ando, don't throw, bestie. Oh, the roll catch comes out, but we are going to see the 116 poise come in clutch here. The R1 comes out for that bit of counter pressure, but it's not going to be enough. The JL1 takes the day. And it's going to be Nissan taking that. GG's to both. Good shit, gamers. Good shit. I second what Slans there. Some of those matches were really close. And unfortunately, Saucy got the sauce, so those parries just didn't work. So GG's to both chaps. Very, very nicely done. Oh, we get that. What are the sliders, Nissan? What are the sliders? Show me your sliders, brother. What is this? Oh my god, you're such a homie. I loves you. Well, alright, rate the sliders, folks. This is deeply important. How are we feeling? What do we reckon? What would we rate him out of G9 right now? The third press. You were so close on that one as well. Alright, now get the hell out of my world. I love you. Now fuck off. Alright, it's going to be 1-3. Very nicely done. Alright, Ando, you're up. It's going to be Ando versus Okay, I Pull Up. Pull Up versus Ando. Ando, for being such a legend, gets an immediate point advantage. No rest for Ando. Nope, we just crack on. Straight back in. And we are on the first of the losers bracket for wave 2. So we are now back onto best of 3. And we are on wave 2. Losers 2. Rid of that. I need to get quicker at doing this. There we go. Losers 2. Best of 3. Okay. I pull up. You up, bestie? Let's see if he's still organizing a holiday. See his fellow capybaras. Alright. The Lionels, the EU hat enjoyer, versus Ando, the Omen smirk. What's he laughing at, Chad? Is he laughing at me? We have none of this bullshit. That's crazy. Why am I bobbing up and down? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, folks. First of losers 2. Best of 3. Pull Up in the far corner. Ando in the near. Both Honor Chungus is electing for a bow. And now it's time for explosions. Boom! Away we go. And let's take a peek through the looking glass and see as we see immediate pressure here right off the bat. Ando forced back off now once again. We are going to see that jump going for that standing R1. This Shamshir though going to town. Forced back now once again. The running R2 comes out here on the side of Ando. Switching over to the two-handed here, maybe to get the poise reset. Forced back now once again. We are going to see that running attack comes through. The off dag goes through. Force back is going to take that running attack though square in the jaw. Force back tries to get some counter pressure but eats a flaming strike. Another flaming strike comes out. Ando's in a spot of bother. And that's going to be okay. Pull up. Going to town. Pulling up to the club. Not messing around. That Shamshir is doing serious work in this set. Oh my lord. Oh my days. The sheer audacity of this man. I'm sorry, that was terrible. That was terrible. Is that a loof? A woof? With the best emotes of the fucking game? What's up, gamer? It's so good to see you. I haven't seen you for ages. So good to see you, mate. Hope life is treating you kind. Oh, we might just have some technical issues. Alright. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Inda. It's comfy. How's the PvP? Very good, actually. We were having some really nice matches today. A woof. Alright, folks. The honor bows are out. The Chunguses have been chungused. And on a 3, 2, 1. LA. And there we go. We are going to see both of our players here. The Joran attack comes out there and follow up there. But we do see the poise changes here on the side of Ando that he's able to actually tank that. Forced back into the corner. And the off axe now to try and keep that priority. Tries to go for a running attack, but that interrupt is just crazy. Sheer is just able to do so much damage. Ando is on death's door already and the fight's barely begun. R2 comes out, trying to keep that. The backswing comes out here on the side of Ando. He's up against the ropes, able to Mayweather his way out of it though. And the run attack comes through, kind of strafed there on the side of Pull Up. And the backswing! But the flaming strike and the rundown on the side of I Pull Up, taking that first stock in a sweep. Dear God in heaven above. That man had a wife and kids. Jeez Louise, that is pressure. And we mark the scores here in the challenge. And Ando, you put on one hell of a show for us today. Thank you for coming. I hope to see you next week, brother. But man, that was brutal. Sheer just going to town. And now, we have Elden Lean versus Aimlessly Kiwi. Yeah, it's crazy the amount of pressure. Kiwi. Reverse voices. Who is next? It's going to be Lean. The Lean Mean Gaming Machine. Alrighty then. Moving on to the next stock. Red sign down. Puggers. Alright, players are in. The Windblade out once again on the side of Kiwi. Versus the Scythe. Breathe a sigh of relief that Lean is back in the house. Alright, boys and girls. We have our contestants in. Kiwi on the left. Lean on the right. On a 3, 2, 1. Allez. Kaboom. And now we're out. The poison mist is applied. We are going to see, of course, Kiwi keeping up that long pressure. Has to play this carefully. Has to play off a lot of rolls. Run R2 comes out there, with managing to get a little bit of pressure, but that is going to be a poison now for Kiwi. Oh my god, that bleed proc is crazy. Goes for that jump and managing to get some crazy damage himself. Force back now once again. We are going to see the rollouts here on the side of Kiwi. Managing to get that. The flaming strike is out, but it's not going to land, unfortunately. Good runouts here on the side of Kiwi. That is going to be the tier procced though. And the off dag comes out there to get that extra little bit of status pressure on Kiwi. That bleed bar must be pretty damn high right now. That is going to be the hit, and pop goes the balloon. Elden Lean manages to take the stock. Very, very nicely done. Elden Lean takes the first stock. This could be it in these lightning rounds. Oh, shoo. By the way, bestie, I figured it out. Why my wave dashes used to be so wide. It's because I had it on fucking the movement stick. So every time I pressed it, I'd do like little whittle wobbles. All right, Kiwi back at it again. Whenever I press the correct button, now it's fine. The correction has been done. The power has been achieved. Alright. Both of our players are in. Kiwi in the near corner, Lean on the far one. Let the honor chunkuses bow to their heart's content. Alright. This could be it, folks. Boom. And away we go. And here we are going to have both of our players. We do see the poison mist go out. Kiwi, of course, going to have to play a much more careful game. Goes for that running attack there. Lean does take a little bit of chip damage from that one. Not going to be enough, though, to knock him out just yet. Run attack comes through. Keeping up that pressure. Crouch R1 comes out, though, just to rock Kiwi's world. But the R2s come out here on the side of Kiwi. And that's going to be the bleed proc rolled. That's going to be huge for Kiwi. Tries to go for that mash, but it's not going to be enough. Lean resets to neutral. Is going to be hit by a flaming strike. That run comes out. The crouch attack. Tries to follow up. Oh my god, the end of that hitbox actually managed to connect. The flaming strike comes out. It's not going to be enough. Double rolls here on the side of Kiwi. Has to be careful, but hits from Kilo. Forced back in now once again. Tries to get that hit. Almost, but no. Pop goes the balloon. And that's going to be Lean, moving on into the next round. GG's. Alright, round one of... Round the first stock and round two losers. And the second one, actually, that's going to be that. Nice, Sue. So, Elden Lean 2. SK's favorite Italian. Am I allowed to change build ID? Yes, of course you are. Just not in individual sets. Well, was fun. GG's to all. I hope to see you in the next one, Kiwi. Again, you're more than welcome to enter, unless you get top 2. Side the because I'm relieved myself onto the blade and now it builds up poison. So true, bestie. Alright, let's take a peek now at the bracket. It's going to be the semi-finals. Charles versus Nissan. Powerful. I think I'll try again soon. I hope you enjoyed yourself, you know? It's like the main priority out of all of this. Just a bit of a better introduction to organized play. I don't think you've played an attorney before, have you, Kiwi? Nissan. And then it's going to be Charles, Ireland's strongest laggard. Chairless. There we go. Elden ping. Played only a couple of Bloodborne tournaments. So only... I'm sorry for being ruining the relative. No, you're fine. Again, this is all low stakes, Elden Lean. It's all in good fun. Everyone's here to have a good time. I don't think anyone's particularly pissed off or anything. And if they are, they can go fuck themselves. They shouldn't have entered a mixed region tourney. That's the rule. You join it. You deal with the consequences. Charles, Nissan, semi-finals. What did I say semis were? Is it best of 7? Okay, so this is this is winners finals, so it's a best of 7. It's gonna be quite a long set. So let's get this show on the road. Boom, hit him with this, hit him with this. And then we go bit of this. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Winners. So technically this is semis / winners finals. Is it 4? Yes. First to 4. On PSGS, right? Yes! PSGS needs everything it can get right now. It's not having a very good time. For future events moving forward, we may look at like closed brackets. The way that I'm doing it right now is I'm having it at an inconvenient time for NA, pretty much. That's kind of the way that it's kind of set up, so it's mostly going to be EU. Obviously, you can still get caught in a bracket. So yeah, just let me know, chaps, whenever your signs are down. So yeah, it's best of 7 now for this, and then we'll do the losers round 4 after this, and then we'll move on. We'll take a quick break and move on then into the finals. That seems vaguely like a decent idea. But yeah, I think it's going. And again, remember everyone, I'm always looking for like feedback in terms of how these things work. I think I have a good system. Kind of feels bad that the losers bracket is as short as it is. Dual Sacred Blade tier skips. Oh, I've no doubt that it's able to do some serious damage. It's still not dead yet, but man. And we see the swap there. Nope, still on PSGS. Charles should be in a moment. And Yaplaw, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I just saw that now. My apologies if I didn't say it before. Did it actually pick up? I have a feeling we're going to have a round reset. If it fails to summon again, Charles, says it didn't summon for me. Yeah, that checks out. If it resets, I'll just reset the world. That's usually the quickest way to do it. Out of them, because you can reaction roll it forever. Yeah, and it has a lot of momentum in its running attacks as well. If you have a wave dash stored, you can kind of punish them on the approach, but it's still risky, forces a trade. So I don't know. Or you get the weird jump super armor or whatever. Might be another thing that you can do. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's failed to summon. I'm just gonna kick you out real quick, and they're just gonna... Oops. Did it fail to summon, Charles? If it does, I'll just reset world. I love PlayStation. Probably just reset world. Cool. Yeah, let's just do a quick reset. I don't have Stormveil on, so I don't have yellows on. There's no need, so I just killed the boss. Stormveil is its own closed off area, so there's no issues. Which is one of the reasons why myself... I think it was either myself or Value who found this area. I can't remember. There was a meme. It was called the Value Arena. I think the meme was that I found it first, but I can't remember. I actually cannot remember for the life of me. I would just wait now for the game to stop shitting itself. I love viddy games. It usually just takes it a minute. I'll get you in first, Charles. It's nothing to do with your net or anything. It just does that sometimes. I don't quite understand why. Nope, because you can kill the boss. Because it's a closed off area, there's only one boss you need to kill, Folds. Or Assay. Whereas if we did it in the matchups and the matchmaking meant for online player versus player, so good, so true and real. It didn't summon me? Ain't no fucking way. Just check you guys don't have each other blocked or anything. I know it's not the message for it. Yeah, it usually would be another message failed. It would be a different message. Nope, you don't. Once the boss is dead, it's Jover. Whereas the reason why in the overworld that you get invaded no matter what is mostly because Monty, we're just having some trouble getting him in world right now. I don't believe it. I know it's crazy. Crazy thought. Yeah, I'll just reboot my PlayStation if it doesn't go through. I think if everyone does like a straight reboot, if this fails, again, which it has done, we should be okay. I don't think there's actually a problem with it, but I think still safe, better safe now than sorry. No, unable. Alright. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get him. Get out of here. Yeah, I'll just restart the PlayStation real quick. We should be good. I'm not actually sure whose fault it is. Like, I don't know how when it does glitch out like this, why it does it. I think it's just safer to reboot the game. And reboot everything. But yeah, I think the tourney is going relatively well so far, but aside from like certain issues, I didn't have Charles blocked. Yeah, just to do a restart of the PlayStation and we'll go from there. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Just safer, just in case there's any issues. It is annoying, but there's nothing that can be done about it when it does this. There we go. Good luck, PSG, and the potato person. So true, Chili BB. Alright, there we go. When the potatoes are PSGS, you hate to see it. Ireland jump scare. Alright. This is the only downside. I had this happen in the last tourney as well. The last PSN one I did. Where it's just I could not get Marco in World for ages. And signs do take a hot minute to show up too. I think it's just DR issues. Yeah, but I'm curious as to what the cause is, Chile, you know? That's always the curiosity that I have. It's like, why? Why did it do its thing? Alright, I'll wait for both signs to show up. Again, just make sure that you, replay signs and all that stuff as well. That's another big one. Yeah, it'll just take it a minute, Charles. We're in good time. We're in really, really good time. This could very easily be a sub 3-hour tourney if everything goes smoothly from here on out. Which I would well believe. What? I was going to say something about the reason why the overworld you have issues with getting constantly invaded is there's so many bosses, killing them all takes an age. That is literally a thing that happens. It just takes so fucking long. It's actually bonkers. Alright. Welcome in, Charles. I'm on the edge of my fucking seat. Will we get the real Liam Neeson in here? No, I can't be summoned? Bruh. There ain't no fucking way. Yeah, it's literally the game doesn't allow. It's one of the downsides to having to use vanilla as well. It's kind of annoying. Did you reset the game and all? Let him reboot? He's already rebooted, I think. Maybe one of them hosts. That might be the way we have to do it, unfortunately. Just wait a second. Let me actually see if I get Nissan in first, if that makes any difference. Poggers. GG's though. I'll try one more time, Shu, just to get I'll get Nissan in first. My entire PS5, that's so weird. Do both of you have your boss dead by chance? Yeah, he's dead. Alright, well if this doesn't work... I've Godric killed. Okay, both of you. What we'll do then is if this doesn't work, Charles, we'll get you to summon in. Actually, no, we'll get Nissan to summon in if this doesn't work. I think that's the safest thing to do. Because it could be just the funny Irish connection. Let me know when your sign is down, if this doesn't work. You just change the variables and you see what... Now it's failing? Okay. So... Unfork. I'm just gonna... It's gonna be quicker for me to do it this way. Having some very well made game issues. Yeah, but that's what happens when you're playing when you play vanilla. You hate to see it. Hardcore parkour. Vanilla is very pro. And not a sticky taped together mess of a video game, trust. Alright, I'm going to put down my sign. I'm going to put down red. Just make sure that no one is... Oh my god. Reala and true. Sign down, sign down. Funny Irish connection. Oh, I'm being summoned. Let's go. Sorry for this delay, everyone. Nothing any of us can do about it, though, apparently. Thank you. I love video games. Can't see your sign. It'll just take it a minute, usually. Oh my god. That's so weird. Yeah, replace it. The EU mating call. Done. That's so weird that it will not show you, it will not connect. Does anyone, any networking pros? Fails, the sign isn't appearing for someone, you gotta restart. We just did. Isn't appearing for someone, you gotta restart. Yeah. We did that already. I think everyone restarted the PlayStation and it just is not showing up for Nessun. And neither of them have each other blocked, so... Because both of the signs are showing up for me, but there's some problem with Nissan to show authority. Truly game of the year. Truly. At least it's better than Bloodborne, lads, alright? Try having Charles summon? Yeah, that's what we'll have to do. I thought y'all would be in grand final. We should be. Game of the year moments, I assume. Yup, we can't get Nissan and Charles to fight. I'm stumped. I'm going to restart again. Just restart the entire PlayStation again and see if that helps any. I legit have no fucking idea why it's doing this. Very annoying. Restarting again, Pog. Alright. Wowzers. Wowzerinos. But yeah, we should be done by now. Summoners were fast until now. This is the thing. This is why I've kind of set for the losers bracket to be like a best of 3. Sorry, guys, dumb game. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. So we're gonna brute force it until it functions. So next time we're gonna have Charles try and summon both of us, and then we'll go from there. So Charles, summon us at your leisure. Just let us know when you're back in world. Didn't know. The exact same account. It's loading game. Try not to summon until you see both signs, Charles. As a general vibe. It seems to be the case that there's a problem with Charles' connection to Nissan. I'm actually curious as to what the issue is, because that's the funny part. It just happens sometimes. Hello, Bean. Mr. Bean is in the house. We're just waiting on connection issues on PlayStation to not be terrible. And then we'll be able to crack on, hopefully, with this next set. And then once it works once, it should just be fine. Sharks chewing on the cables. Yeah, the thing is there's not many sharks between Ireland and Scandinavia. Usually it's pretty good. I can connect to both of them individually, I just can't connect to one of them. And if you can't see my sign, here's what you do. Play your match. One is a gold. None of us can do that. All the bosses are dead. For all of us. Wrong password? No, because I could summon both of them. I see Nissan sign. There's been reports, but none of them have been properly verified. There's like one very credible sighting of a great white many years ago, but over recent years, pretty much all of it is tenuous at best. But it fails. Interesting. Okay. You can summon yellows, a boss is dead. What you mean? Can you? Let me put down gold then. Let me see if you can see my sign. I really don't know what to do. If it doesn't work. This is weird. This is very fucking weird. Usually you reset world and it fixes itself, but it isn't. I love Elden Ring, men. I just adore Elden Ring. Because it's a failed summon. If you can see the signs, then it means it works. IDK. I can summon you both. And try again later. I'll try one more time. I'll summon both of you. Yeah, one more time I'll try both of you. Because it's just a case now of identifying what the actual problem is. So yeah, I'll try again. Let me know when your signs are down. Oh yeah, I'm not doubting that. Again, I've had people who've connected no issues with each other, Charles. So then, okay, well, it's not working now. This is very strange. It happened last tourney for a bit with Marco and Servants. So it's not even like a lat thing. Form matchmaking, enable, online ID, play online. Wowzers. It's so cool. Alright, so let's try Nissan Jane again. Because it's weird that I can't have both of you in the same world at the same time. But it's not giving the usual message of players cannot fail to join the session. It's giving a different one. Why vanilla like this? I have no idea. Because usually it should fail almost immediately as well. Did they restart their consoles? Yep, and I restarted mine. Says enable. Fuck! Alright. They do not have each other blocked? According to both of them, neither has them blocked. On DS3, people did tournaments on vanilla for years. Nope. What is going on? I'll try one more time. This is crazy. See if you can... Ooh. If we move areas, maybe... See if... I'll tell you what. You two see if you can get your shit to get the stuff to work. Because I'm going to try Charles one more time. Just for a laugh. Yeah, it's just that something's borked somewhere. Yeah, it's probably failed. We might have to, which sucks because PSGS and Flaming Strike is allowed. We could have had Shake Not. That's the only, or the Knight's Grounds or whatever the fuck. That's the only other option. I tell you what, if you boys can get it to work, Lasker, oh my god, we could go to Lasker. So long as everyone handshakes not to use lightning. Pontiff? Yo, let's go to Pontiff. Alright, folks. I'm gonna let Nissan and Charles try and figure out how to make this work. I'm going to skedaddle over to the next round. I literally can't figure out what the hell is going on. Yeah, we could try, but it's the same area issue. Never had these issues at Pontiff. I just had laggards in Pontiff. That would be funny if we did a match. One of these matches. Raya's wheel, let's go. You guys see if you can figure out a way to make this work. I'm going to move on to the next round. Best of 3 between I Pull Up and Elden Lean. So we're just going to move on to that one. If we can't get it to work, I have no idea what to do here. Yeah, try and figure out if you guys can get this stuff to work. I really don't care. Just make sure that the match happens. Record it and send it to me. And I'll cast over it. Alright, you guys are sorting out your shenanigans. We're going to move on to Losers 3. There we go. It's going to be best of 3. There we go. Alright, Losers 3. Best of... Where is it? Okay, let's just do the same place round as in Stormville. Do what if you can connect. Figure out if you can connect some way, and then kind of go from there. If the arena works and this doesn't, I'm actually gonna flip my lid. That's crazy. Names, players, right? So it's gonna be Lean. Pull up. Alright. There we go. Fixed it. Alright. Cool. Rightio. Pull up, lean. Sorry, chaps, I have no idea what's going on. See if you can brute force a connection in the arena, and then... Yeah. It could be just that there needs to be a brute force thing. Alright, folks. So, losers round 3. We do have Pull Up versus Lean. Both players are in the arena. Let me get my shenanigans set up. That was a close one. Alright. Alright. On a 3, 2, 1. Allez. And the bolt is out. We are seeing the physics here from both players. We are going to see the mist. And that's... Is that rot? Uh-oh. I think that's rot. Uh-oh. Rot is actually banned. That was the slow grease? Oh, it was the slow grease. Okay, that's fine. We're all good then. Keep going then. I just didn't catch that was the cast. I was too busy looking at the poison mist rip and piss. That's all good then. That's actually so zaced. Oof. So zaced. Actually a good idea, not gonna lie. Especially on something like that when I Pull Up takes round 1. Actually, on this slat, that's not a terrible idea either. That's actually so based. Actually managing to get that off. But the only problem is, at this stage now, we may see attempted punish here coming out from the side of Lean. Which is definitely going to be the play. Alright, we're just waiting for okay, pull up to pull up. There we go. He is in fact pull up now. On the beautiful, the stunning. Oh my lord. Alright, both are in world. 1-0 to I pull up. Alright, boys and girls. 1-0 to pull up. Lean is in the far corner, pull up in the near. There we go. Both players now are doing shenanigans. We are going to see... Is that the bleed? We are going to see some attempts to pull up there. See what I did there? Forcing in some nice little bits of pressure here. The proper rock grease is actually hilarious. Force back now once again. We are going to see that crouch R1 coming out here. Managing to get that trade though. Oh my god, I pull up just took some crazy damage from that one there. Force back now once again. We are going to see both of our players. We see the runouts there. Force back in once again. We are going to see... Oh my god, not quite able to land though. Bleed proc should be relatively close here. Goes for a running attack. Not quite able to do it. The pop like a balloon he goes. However, the mash on the side of I pull up now. Doing some crazy damage. That is going to be the bleed built up. And I believe the rot built up as well. Force back up now once again. Force back in now once again. Oh my god, that Reduvia just actually managed to pop the tier. Forced in. And that's going to be that. Neither of them look lean. The rotund. And I pull up now. Manages to take the loser's bracket. Guaranteed at least a third place. Oh no! I fucking hate you. Ah! Oh my god. Oh, GG's, it was really fun. No, it's not. You silly goose. It's not bow 7. It's bow 3. Oh my god. Bow 3. It's losers 3. You absolute goofball, I say. My statement still goes up, and you have my spelling. Holy shit. Man, that was powerful. GG's to Elden Lean. Very well played to I Pull Up, who's tearing through loser's bracket. Let me just mark the score. Boom. Cool, and they'll be fighting against the loser of this next round. And it was actually, if I look at it here, Charles who put them... Who put I Pull Up? Yeah, it was Charles who put them up in there. Alright, boys and girls. Jesus. I'm half tempted to take a point off of you for not actually checking your block list. I'm actually tempted. I'm not going to do it, but I'm so fucking tempted. Bronze. Holy shit. I checked, bro. Mm-hmm. Jesus, 0. Charles. Charles versus Nissan. Okay, best of 7. Let's fucking go. Winners bracket, semis, best of 7. Oh my god. I was hosting a tourney recently for YY. And one of the players also had me blocked. So, you know what? It happens. It happens. Alright. Make sure you go through a loading screen or go back to the main menu just to make sure that it all works. It's gonna affect me. I thought we were homies. Oh my god, the betrayal, I'm crying. Alright, PC next week. Oh my god, 3 more matches to go. Oh my god, I don't know what I was doing. It's too late for sorries. Now it's a grudge match, guys. Alright, there we go. Ideally, something like this would have happened earlier in the tourney, but no, it happened just at the and there's only 1 more match to go. Oh my lord, my Apollo cheese. GG's bestie. Beef set, let's go. The winner gets to call the other one a shitter. No, it's not bronze. What am I doing? It's semis. There we go. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen. Who's who? That's Charles in the near corner. Let me just reset my camera. There we go. Oakley dokley. Both players are ready. Charles in the near on the sheer. Neeson in the far one. Let's go. Boom. Kaboom. Away we go. Alright, both of our players now are going to be going into this strong neutral running attack. Comes out here on the side of Charles, but is going to whiff. Force back in now. We are going to see the running attack, but Charles does roll it. The flaming strike comes out. Trade was technically in the favor of Neeson. However, Charles with that health lead and that backswing does manage to actually get that out perfectly. Flaming strike comes out. We are going to see both players chilling like villains here in this long neutral. Swap back over. The lightning grease comes out. Flaming strike follows up there. Force back now once again. We are going to see that, the roll catch there on the side of Charles. However, Charles is going to be stuck in menus. Tries to mash out. Forced out of the corner. We are going to see Charles being vortexed. Forced back in now once again. We do see the jumping attack there is a nice little mix. We may see in later parts now the jumping L1 come out as a nice mix up. Forced back in, the JL1 comes out. 1000 HP. 400 on the board left. Charles is very low. The pressure comes out as we are going to see Neeson get blitzed there from Kilo with the running attack into the backswing into Charles, avenging his block, taking the first stock in this best of 7. Nicely done, chaps. Nicely done. Let me mark the score of last set as well, which I've already done. So again, Charles or Neeson will be facing OKI Pull Up, and one of them is guaranteed the grand prize of not being a beginner anymore. Removing themselves from the player pool in future ones. No, you're not kidding, Charles. You're not kidding. This is real. This is a beef match, okay? I know how PlayStation works, Charles. If there's not BM, it's not real, okay? Or trash talk. I've been in VCs with Axme and Assassin. I know how it is. Whoever wins gets blocked. Oh my god. Alright. I'm so flustered. Alright, boys and girls. Boom! You're away. The rolls. The physics. The gaming. Reela. Charles on the sheer once again versus the pizzages on the side of Nessun, who manages to get a very, very, very nice bit of pressure here. The JL1 comes out. Charles managing to land that roll catch there. Nessun pushed back across the arena. Charles running away from Kilo, probably to tally swap. Not going to be punished for it. They rolled through, and a rolled through again, and a flaming strike there answered once again. 685 followed up there. A little bit of the backswings coming out here. Backswings are backhands in this Crudge best of 7. It doesn't really matter, as we're going to see the jump attack come out. Nessun's taking some serious damage, forced back now once again. And the backswing. Charles is all about it. Yeah, it happens, dude. We're only playing around. On top of being EU, let's us forget the EU mental. The infamous EU mental, and that's going to be 2-0 to Charles. Still have a lot of sets to play around with, Nessun. Don't worry about it, brother. We're all just playing around, dude. It's all Gucci. Alright, we should be getting both of our players in for the semi-final match. The next round for our losers, this is why I don't do VC miss me with the free shots. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. We have Charles in the near corner, the Honor Chungus. Nessun in the far left hand corner. Stoic. Boom. The bolt is out. The players are in. The physics are drunk. The daggers may be thrown. They are not. But that immediate pressure there on the Shamshir. Jumping attack comes out. Does manage to hit Nessun. Forced back into the far left-hand corner. They're doing some crazy damage. The PSGS, though, does manage to get some crazy damage. Tries to go for the anti-air, but the JL1 comes out. The Flaming Strike into another Flaming Strike. Standing R1's Charles has quite the health lead, but is chilling like a villain. Forced back now once again, and the R1 comes out, and Charles takes another stock in terrifying fashion. Will Charles remove himself from the player base? Or will Nessun push through? Persevere! Remains to be seen, ladies and gentlemen, as we move on to what could be the final stock, or the reverse sweep is incoming. Nobody knows how this one is going to go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Would you neutral jump, Cat? Would you though? Would you really? Dishonorable Z-axis abusers. Alright, folks. We have both of our players in. That was not what I meant to do, and I nearly fell off the edge. GG's, man. Kaboom! Alright. Both players are going to be chilling. We look at these. The running attack come out. Nessun is going to take some good damage. Force back there once again. 552. Force back there once again. We are going to... Oh, the jump over the PSGS. But Charles is going to eat that. The Flaming Strike comes out. Not even a trade. The press first. Nessun is on the back foot. Force them back again. And no! Charles, that man had a wife and kids. Ooh. Holy moly. Holy moly. The damage. The reads. I thought most Elden Ring players were illiterate, but no. Reads for days. GG's both. And now, we are going to be having a very quick break while we wait for I pull up. Pull up in this best of 5, if I'm unmistaken. Versus... Nessun again. Sorry for blocking you. It's all good, dude. Don't worry. We were all fucking around, dude. Don't worry. Again, super chill tourney. Super chill tourney. So, it's all Gucci. We're called best of 5. Let me just double check the challenge that I'm correct and right. As we now have Charles taking that in a sweep. Boom. Hit him with that. It's going to be Nissan versus... Okay, I pull up now. Let me just double check. So winners and losers finals, it's actually going to be a best of 7 again. Cool. Alright, best of 7 again. That saves me having to change that, thank God. Semis. And now we're on the bronze match. Poggers. Alright, we're going, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take just a very quick break while we wait for this bronze match to get underway. Enjoy, take a break, rest, jump up and down and let on your mad. Call each other gamer words, you know the usual drill. I love and appreciate you all. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. So, talk to you all then. BRB. Alright, we're still waiting for... Okay, I pull up to pull up. How are we enjoying the tourney so far, folks? What's the general vibe from everyone? Hey, what's up, duder? Chris? I've been having a lot of fun. Have you enjoyed yourself? Listen. Hells yeah. Very happy I got to participate. Well, depending on how this next one goes, you'll be able to participate in the next one. Or you'll be first in line for any future tryhard events that I try to do. So again, we're going for a top 2 currently will be removed from the player base of these beginners tourneys, given a custom role and given priority into future tryhard events. That's the overall aim. I love Elden Ring PvP so much. I know you do, Jake. We do it for the fans. All right. We're just waiting for signs now to show up. So, get your signs down, folks. Let's get this show on the road. Alrighty then. Okay, Nissan, we're just waiting for pull up to pull up. But yeah, I think it's going pretty good. Like outside of the incident and pull up being not pulling up, I think we're doing good. Too strong for Ben. I wonder what I'm supposed to be called. The way that I look at it is how many brackets have you... enough. There's been a couple of players here who are kind of like edge cases. For PC, it's a little bit easier because I kind of know the players an awful lot better. I'm much more familiar with them. I've played them. And even then, like Shu and Asaya and Saucy were quite strong. So for the time being, I'm being pretty lax on who I let in just so I can fill brackets on a given day, which I think is okay until at least the DLC. Once the DLC hits, then I'll be a lot more strict in terms of who's allowed in. So if you're interested in participating, Chris, by all means, so long as you haven't gotten into semis in a prior tournament, you're more than welcome in. If you get semis, then yeah, then you're out. That's the more or less idea. Probably would be in the noobs bracket. If I'm in, I'm probably be in the noobs bracket. That's okay. Alright, we have both of our players in. Now, if I was to actually set the right thing. Haha, I've spent all this time. Powerful bronze match. Best of 7. Boom! Away we go, while I very quickly change the overlay to be correct. And we are going to see the running attacks here on the Shamshir doing insane damage right off the bat. Absolutely nuts. So that low poise there is definitely being punished. You see these running attacks managing to catch him. Not quite able to catch a break on that there. Definitely off to a poor start. And that's going to be the first round in this best of 7. Going to... I pull up. Yeah, I'm being pretty lax at the moment, but again, I kind of struggled a little bit to fill this particular bracket. PC, usually I can afford to be a little bit more discriminatory. Finally, someone who discriminates against ladder players in a way that's healthy, as opposed to just cope. You hate to see it. Alright, we're getting both of our players in. I pull up. And it does look like the finals are going to be I pull up versus... Well, who knows? This is early. It's early to say. If we don't see some adaptation here on the same of Nissan, who swapped over to the Halberd. He could be in a spot of bother, but that remains to be seen. Alright, who will face Charles? Boom! Are we going to see the turnaround, folks? Are we going to see the turnaround? He's on the two-handed dagger? Not actually. That's actually kind of interesting. Swap back over. We are going to see the lightning bundle on the off dag. Is going to get interrupted. We do see the poison through that first one. Oh, the off dag mash! Are we going to see the roll catch? Okay, I pull up now. Is doing a decent job of keeping up that insane amount of pressure. Force back in the backswing manages to put Nissan away. It is not looking good. The poise changes definitely came in clutch, but that dagger mash into a Shamshir was not advised. Oh me, oh my. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. It's tough. Yeah, it is very tough. I've kind of struggled against Sheer. For me, I generally, the comfy pick for me is going PSSS. That's just because I know the matchup and I know what I can get away with. More so than an actual, like, I have a distinct advantage going into this round. That's just me, though. That is just me. I don't think it's... I think that it has, like... It's still not able to mash quite as well on a trade. Shamshir also has really good priority on the crouch R1. So there's like a lot going on there that's like rough. But that's my general pick. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Bolt is out. Physics are drunk. The grease applied. Good strafe here on the side of Nessun, who is going to be on the off dag exclusively. Going for those R2s. Maybe this will be the thing that catches I pull up. Force back now once again. These little rolls coming out here, just trying to find some way to get some space. Oh my god, the R2s! And the lightning strike comes out, trying to get that reset. I pull up, did actually respect it quite heavily. Goes for a running attack, it didn't quite land. Flaming strike comes out. This might be an interesting answer. Tries to go for it. Follows up with the next R2. Not quite able to get that roll off, though. This is an interesting one. What is this saucy ace setup? Goes for an R1, trying to just catch in the backswing. Not quite able to make it. Force back now once again. We are going to see... Oh my god, that damage. The trades! Just not able to make those trades. Those 3 hits on the poison of... just... Interesting. Has to go for those R2s. Yeah, you really do. Those trades are not working out in your favor at all. Me mash central in here. Yeah, you have to wait for that roll coming out of you afterwards. It's pretty crazy. Like, Sheer is just a prio machine. Like, the frame data of that thing is nuts. Super low recovery. Super high damage, considering. This could be it. Or is the cook going to be sufficient, folks? Is the cook going to be enough to get the reverse sweep? Quite a hill to climb. Alright, both of our contestants are in. Pull up on the left. Nessun on the right. Is this the reverse sweep incoming? Oh, that jump attack comes out. Force back now once again. The backswing is not going to connect. Keeping up that strong neutral here. Is it going to be sufficient? The R2s come out to try and get that pressure. Force back now as Nessun. However... this could turn around very quickly as we do see the tally swaps coming out here on the side of Nessun. The R2s come out, managing to get that second R2. Does land. Force back now once again. We are going to see a much more cagey I pull up here, who's taken another little bit of damage. That jump attack comes through. The R2 comes out to get it. The R2 there is going to miss, but forcing that roll out. Run R2 there to try and get a little bit of something back. Force back now once again. A run R2 once again to try and close that gap. Risky business though, as we are going to see that tier now popped at long last. Oh, goes for the weapon out there to try and get the trade, but too risky. Forced back now once again, and then tries to force another trade. And there we go. It is going to be Pull-Up versus Charles in this finals match. GG's to both. Thank you so much for coming. And now is Ireland versus UK in a classic matchup. No, that R2 there, those R2s at the end were really interesting. I have been caught. Saucy's pulled those on me a few times. It's definitely interesting. Alright, Charles. Oh, never mind. Alright, and now we are on the finals. A best of 7. Or best of 9, sorry. For this finals match. And there we go. UK versus Ireland. Both of these players... Shown it is. It's first to 5, right? Yes, sir. Okay, I pull up now. So yeah, next week is going to be PC. All right. The grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. Will I pull up be able to force a reset as the Honor Chunga's bows come out in force? Ireland's finest laggard versus the UK's cream of the crop. Ladies and gents, on a 3 and a 2 and a 1. Boom, the bolt is out. Physics are drunk. It is going to be a sheer mirror once again. Both players are now running around in central, trying to force an opportunity. Good rollouts here on the side of Charles, but the Flaming Strike comes out. Needs to get that Bull Goat swap out immediately as you see those runaways. Good, nice punish there on that jumping attack. Runs come out there. Resetting to neutral afterwards is the side of Charles. Pull Up doing a decent job though of managing to get their tally swaps themselves. Forced into center now. We are going to see both of our players now looking for these opportunities to get in, baiting out those whiff punish attempts there with the greases, which is of course a great idea as the Flaming Strike comes out. Another Flaming Strike comes out. The turn away there to try and prevent a whiff punish there is the side of Charles. Forced back in now once again. Both players now sticking in those neutrals, looking for an opportunity. The jump over the top, not going to Goomba Stomp Charles, who is going to be right in, going for that little bit of a mash here. Charles is behind currently. The Flaming Strike could even it out though very quickly as the grease comes out. Lots of Flaming Strikes here to try and force in those neutrals. Charles is going to be hit by a stray R1, but rolls out now once again. But the trades back and forth, and the Flaming Strike tries to go for the follow-up. Probably should have gone for another R1 there to try and catch our friend here. Pull Up off balance. Going for that. The whiff punish comes in there. Stray R1, not going to be able to land that backswing. Force back now once again. Run ups there. We managed to get it. Charles is quite low. He's pretty much one hit away. Are we going to see the swap to Red Feather here to try and get that pressure? Or the Blue Feather there to be able to tank another one. Blue Feather was the play. One stray hit now and Charles is going to be put away. Force back now once again. We are going to see the shear coming out once again. Force back now once again. We are going to see both of our players chilling in neutral. Flaming Strike now once again just to give him a little bit more alleviation here. Are we going to see? What are we going to see? The swap over to fists. Swapping back over. The backswing comes through. Charles manages to roll it. My God, he's hanging on by a hair's breadth. But it is not over yet. Forced now on the Flaming Strike. But he ends up eating the run R1. That is going to be I Pull Up taking the first stock. Well played to both. GG's. Very nice fight. GG's, very fun fight. Love the fashion gamers. Beautiful, truly beautiful. Yeah, I'm curious now moving forward as to how these next stocks are going to go. Water is good. Yeah, it's kind of, it's an interesting one for sure. Because like the sheer mirror, both sides have to play super cagey. It's going to be very much boiled down to a swing first, lose first. So that is something to keep in mind. But as we move forward here, we'll probably see some nice adaptation on the side of both of our players. Oh, we may even see swaps. And look at this. Look at the spirits. Okay, I'll pull up. Chartles. But again, nice chill bracket. There we go. Alright, both players are in. Charles is in the near corner. I pull up on the far. Alright. LA, gents. Nope, that did not do what I wanted it to do. Immediate. The trade's coming out here. Flaming Strike coming out there, but a bit too early. Neither side now necessarily wanting to trade as much as they did. The Flaming Strike comes out, is going to force a trade. The R1 spam out of it. Good mix up there on the side of Charles. However, he still has quite a hill to climb as he's going to be whiff punished, taking insane damage. Oh my god, both of them have their tier gone. The Mash Fest Elden Ring whiff punish restored, ladies and gentlemen. Whiff punish restored. Oh my god. Literally monkey mashing out of hit stun. Brain dead shit. Holy moly. That's 1 to Charles's. 1-1-1. Copri's vision. Can we get any patch kissers? Any Jaker subs? Patch kissers rejoice. Bwest Patch, everyone. Jaker coming in with the patch kisser. Just a silly little guy. This patch is all about it. This patch wasn't a disaster. For real, on God. And it didn't disproportionately buff half the game and leave the rest of the game utterly hopeless against it. Real and true. Or true and real. Alright, 1-1 on the board. Again, there is a bracket reset after this. Should Charles drop this set? The jar cannon? Only because you asked though, Shu. Don't worry. I'd never use a jar cannon. Was it the ballistas and the jar cannons and that I described in my tier list as being only good for starting the match? Otherwise D tier. There we go. We got both of them in. I stand by that. In a duel, they're not very good. In invasions, they're powerful. But Duelist Brain is a horrifying disease. Alright, we have both of our players in and ready. Crouches are out. Ladies and gents, in a 3, 2, 1. Kaboom! The bolt is out. Both of our players are going to be chilling. Having a little bit of a drink before the fight. You know, it was customary before a duel to have a bit of a shot of port. Forced in here. However, Charles is going to be taking damage right off the bat. Some nice cagey run attacks there coming out. Good jump attack coming out there and managing to land. Thank you, Ondo, for the raid. Forced in now. Charles is taking some serious damage. He's in a spot of bother. And that's going to be I pull up taking the next set. Two, one. Closer to that bracket reset. Charles only needs to win 4 more. Remember though, what's this? Haha. The finals of a great tournament? Yeah, it's the finals. We had some issues, Ando, after you left. But thankfully it is all reset. Because I left? Don't be like that, you bollocks. Call you mean words. Again, with the bracket reset, not only does he need to win 5 matches, he then needs to win a following 3. So, I pull up is definitely coming from behind. But, with the showing so far, not looking great. Alright, ladies and gents. On a 3, 2, 1. Allez. Bolt is out. We are going to see both of our players here looking for an opportunity. No! Charles! No! Yo, we bow to those. Chi-chis. 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 Oh my god. Well. Yeah, hate to see it. Unfork, bestie. Charles, you had so much to live for, bestie. Please don't jump. You spoilered me. I was the cliff. My god, the back paddles are so cool, lads. I love this thing. Apparently when I charge it, it glitches the fuck out. But if I charge it before stream, I think it's fine. Always take a break in stream and start reviewing matches and stuff. Chartles. There we go. I love PlayStation. 3-1. In favor of... Okay, I pull up. Alright, folks. Let's get this show on the road. On a 3, 2, 1. Allez. And away we go. We are going to see both of our players here going for their respective buffs. Charles chilling just out of range here, looking for an opportunity to come in. The Flaming Strike is going to be interrupted. Does manage to roll out that Flaming Strike. Force back now once again. Jump attack comes out. I pull up is just taking an insane amount of damage, but so is Charles. Good space out there on the side of Charles. The mirror goes for that. Is not going to be able to win these trades though. Definitely needs to find another way to kind of approach this match. Good rolls here on the side of Charles. Okay, I pull up here, looking to try and bait in a bit of pressure. The jump in. Charles puts himself into the corner once again, but just about manages to skedaddle his way out. Jump attack comes out, but is going to be punished. Insane damage. Flaming Strike coming out does turn it away. Afraid of the mash. And that's going to be... I pull up in a very confident lead. Definitely turning it around from the tournament, from the earlier round in this tournament where Charles took a 3-0 lead immediately. GG's. Alright, now we're just waiting for our players to get in. A wave of punish tool because it gives prior here? Yeah. Definitely not ideal. Got mashed on because of it. Yup. It's very rare we see sheer mirrors, really. Usually people counterpick, in my experience. So it's kind of nice to see the matchup, kind of what people can get away with in this one. But either way, both players Schreers. Oh. Everything okay? Oh, the swap. Okay. We're seeing the swap over to fists. Alright. The change into optimal armor against fists here is the side of pull up. Definitely wants to get this bracket reset. And Charles has to get it together. No EU mental here, men. Force back in now. We are going to see the fists here. Hoarfrost Stomp managing to get a little bit of chip right off the bat. Managing to get another little bit of chip. Force back, try and punish those tally swaps. And the R2 comes out, forcing in there. Flaming Strike is out once again. We are going to see now Charles looking for any and all opportunities to get those R2s out. Roll in there. The running attack comes through. Beautiful spacing here on the side of Charles. Force back over now once again. Force back. The jump attack comes through, managing to get a nice tasty bit of chip. Charles seems much more comfortable in this matchup. Even against that optimal armor, we are seeing, of course, I pull up, trying desperately to get some decent counter damage in. Nice bit of chip there. Once again, the trade comes through, and the R2 comes out to try and get that. The Godskin Swaddling Cloth comes out now once again as well. Nice little bit of use of that Hoarfrost Stomp to force a bit of pressure away. Keeping up that nice bit of pressure. Charles wants to put this one away. He does not want to lose the stock. Running attack comes out. Chip left and right here all the way through. Unreactable attacks. However, that is going to be 164 damage on the board there. I don't believe there was a swap over. Keeping going with that. Not able to get any good damage. Tries to go for that running attack. Is going to whiff from Kilo though. Oh my god. Goes for that running attack. Tries to get another little bit. Both sides are relatively even here. Force back now once again. Are we going to see an attempted Flaming Strike? Charles is up against the wall here, but does manage to get away with it. Force back in now once again. We do see some chip. Has to be careful, although that chip is now gone. Is he going to go for it? Goes for the trade! The R1 tries to go for the R2, but too low. And that's going to be I pull up, forcing the bracket reset. Oh my god. Grand finals. Swapping now back over to a best of 5 for this bracket reset, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just double check the challenge that's what I wrote. Yeah, reset is bow 5. Oh my god, folks. It's come down to this. Why is it every single tournament we do has a bracket reset? What the hell? Literally, I can't... Has there been a tournament I've hosted over the last little while or been a part of that hasn't been a reset? I actually don't know. Because there was the FOC recently, the EU one, that was a bracket reset. There was the first beginners tourney. I think both of the, all of the, whatchamacallits. Oh, what are they called? Oh, did Charles use Flaming Strike on Starfists? Because it is banned on... Sorry, my brain is butter right now. True Strike. Yeah, Flaming Strike is banned on Two-Handed Strike, Fists. No, I never use... Okay, no worries. Alright, cool. Alright then. Oh, because you had Hoarfrost Stomp. Never mind. Anyway, ladies and gents. We both have both players. For this, the grand finals, the bracket reset. Boom. Best of 5. May the best shitter win. Forced in, R2 comes out there to immediately get some punish. Tries to go for that trade, however Charles is going to take some chip for his troubles. Optimal armor once again here on the side of I pull up. Goes for that running attack from Kilo, it's not going to land. Sets up for that R2, but we do see the rollouts here on the side of... On the side of I pull up. Force in now once again. We are going to see both of our players playing very cagily here. Running attack comes out. Beautiful spacing on the side of I pull up. Force back now once again. We are going to see both players now chilling. Are we going to see the R2? Not setting up for another R2 though. The rolling attack comes out here. Tries to go for a whiff punish. Is going to eat a flaming strike. Tries to get the R2 there. A little bit of chip damage here on OK, I pull up. Force back there once again. Are we going to see this insane damage here potential? It may seem like it's a far cry, but again, 2 R2s, and this could even up very quickly. Jump attack comes out. Charles is just playing far too impatient. The R2 comes out. Looking for any and all opportunity. Going for that. Little bit of extra chip here. Charles has to play a much slower game if he wants to win this. He's far too aggressive. Is going to be punished from Kilo. We do see the shear coming out there. Tries to go for an empty jump, but it is going to be called out on the side of I pull up. Taking the first stock of this bracket reset. Jeez. My God. Yeah, Ondo, every single one of these tournaments so far has ended up being a bracket reset. I don't know what's going on. It's so weird. Well, that was why I just... no, Flame Strike, I didn't worry. Yeah, the Flame Strike is allowed in certain setups, but it's setup dependent. If you look at the Chal, you can see the setup dependent restrictions. I mean, it's very strong, but a blanket ban on it makes no sense. It's really like the top tier setups and Hall Dagger and Hall Stock that really benefit from... that Flame Strike. No, I know that wasn't Flame Strike. That was Flame of the Red Mains on that last one. I saw that. I'm just talking in more general. Don't worry, I saw that. Don't worry, Folds. Or Assay. Sorry. I'm just saying in a more general sense. It's banned on like the top tiers, so like your Shear, your Fists, your Halberds. And TS as well, I think. I'm not actually sure. I'd have to check that. But either way, we do have both of our contestants in, folks. It is going to be back to a sheer mirror again. And a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Away we go. Now. Force back now. Charles is going to take some damage right off the bat, but that is going to be crazy damage right off the bat as well. Force back in now. We are going to see Charles play a very patient game, trying to find that opportunity to get a little bit of extra damage. As I just really quickly... yeah, we're all good. Force back in now once again. We do see I pull up now, taking an awful lot more damage here in this one. Keeping up that bit of pressure. That is going to be okay. I pull up now, taking a lot of damage here in this one. Not coming out the better of those exchanges. We do see the tier self-proc on the side of okay, I pull up. Definitely one of the plays ever. Force back now once again. We are going to see both players here playing in this neutral. Flaming Strike is going to land. Tries to go for that roll catch, but the backswing does manage to land. Rolling attack back in. Okay, I pull up now has taken a crazy amount of damage. Is this going to be a forcing a 1-1? It remains to be seen. Forced in now. Charles has to be careful. Not being punished for any of those pivots is either side here. Flaming Strike comes out there to try and force some kind of an engagement. Both sides now chilling. Jump attack comes out now. Back we go. Charles has taken damage. Does he backswing? Running attack is going to clang against the wall, forcing that. Both sides are one shot here. One mistake is all it's going to take now to force a 1-1 for Charles, but okay, I'll pull up his plate so confidently so far. Flame Strike coming out there just to keep up that little bit of pressure. If on a whiff, anything could happen here. And the backswing, no, it doesn't land. Good rolls here on the side of okay, I pull up now. Charles playing a very careful game. Flaming Strike once again there to try and hold it up. Jump attack comes out, but it's going to be too little. Very risky here to go for these jumps. One mistake is all it's going to take. Have to have that solid little dance in neutral. Neither side actually willing to go for the swap over onto Fist. Flaming Strike comes out again. Just little stutter steps here as a dagger comes out there to try and force something. One running attack is all it'll take, and a whiff punish attempt there on the side of okay, I pull up now. Both sides are very much within running attack range. Back again, the backswing not going to be pulled up. Oh my lord. Or one spam and neutral enough and they might walk into it. The jumping attack comes out. Going to be rolled out by okay, I pull up now. Charles getting very antsy, and Charles takes the damage. Uh-oh. One more round. Charles has to come back. 2-0 on this bracket reset. That's a Bane. Charles playing like okay bro out here. Very stuttery. I find this Oak goes for an awful lot more spinny shenanigans, Bane. What was the Luber had a word for it that I can't quite recall off the top of my head. Good play though on the side of Charles for sure. Tweaking 9-year-old movement. That sounds about right. Adderall out the 9's 12-year-old definitely is a goes hard moment in a Souls tourney. This could be it, folks.
Will we see, dudes, the mix potential? It remains to be seen.
Alright, ladies and gents, on a 3 and a 2 and a 1. Allez. This could very much be it. We are going to see it. The lightning grease is out. Forced back now once again. We are going to see both of our players chilling like villains. Flaming Strike coming out here on the side of Charles. Not quite going to make it. Forced back now once again. Keeping up that pressure. Both sides playing on a hell of a lot more close to each other this time. No backswing though. Keeping up that pressure. Running attack comes out after it. Not quite able to do it. Charles has taken some crazy damage. But so has okay. I pull up now. Forced back now once again. The Flaming Strike into the follow-up. 655. Is this the beginning of the turnaround? Tries to go for a roll catch there. Probably could have pressed. Forced back now once again. Tries to go for a little bit of counter pressure, but it's not going to be enough. Forced back now once again is Charles. Charles in the corner. Flaming Strike there to give him just a little bit of a reprieve. Running attack comes out. And the mash fest begins. Charles still hasn't really come out the better of it in this one, but I believe he still has his tier, and I don't know if there's any tier skip options. The R2 is going to even this one up by a considerable margin. Run attacks come out, not changing the timing on them. No mix-ups, dude. As we are going to see both of our players now chilling like villains, both of them quite low. That little spinny movement coming out here on the side of Charles. As I say it, maybe the Adderall is finally starting to kick in. Or okay, past okay, bro. The controller! Oh my god! Both sides are basically one hit here. And the jump attack! And to the whiff punish. And that's going to be 1-2. Still in the favour of okay, I pull up now. To the after party. The capybaras in the crowd going wild here. But it's not ogre till it's ogre, ladies and gentlemen. There's still quite a bit of match to go. Could be one more set to go. They're playing very close, fast and loose here. Both sides getting low. Charles getting very, very greedy with that last exchange there. But it could all come down to this. Are we going to see it all be for naught, folks? And Charles pulled through. Ireland versus England in this, the classic matchup. I actually don't know how this one could go. Pull Up was playing super clean in that first stock. And even in the second one, did really well, but it got an awful lot closer. Charles may have had the lock-in moment. But ladies and gents, on a 3, on a 2, on a 1, LA. And there we have it. We have the physics. We have the grease. Force in there, Charles back up against the wall here, trying to go for this counter mash, but he's so low, goes for that Flaming Strike, but that's a lot of damage to have taken in those exchanges to be that low. Charles tries to go for the jump attack, but it never lands. Unfork Bestie as a Flaming Strike comes out there, but not going for the follow-up to risk that jumping attack follow-up here. Charles setting up for that, is going to be taking more damage. I pull up now, is going to be low. Oh my god, by a hair's breadth, Charles is still alive. Is he going to be able to find that high burst damage that he needs? Flaming Strike comes out, turns away. Charles up against the wall, and that's not where you want to be against the Shamshir. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why okay, I pull up just takes the win. Can we see the face of our champion? Do we see the sliders that lie behind the Lionels? Or is he going to remain dark and mysterious? GG's to both. Both players do get priority into future tryhard events. Do we see the sliders? Slider Man does whatever a slider can. No! Remaining dark and mysterious. Charles, I owe you a pint, brother. Next time I'm in Dublin, I'll give you a shout, dude. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the tournament. Oh my god. T-pose to assert dominance. GG's, everyone. Sorry there was some delays and stuff like that. Nothing can be done. He didn't hear you. GG's all. No GG's. Lads, it's been an absolute pleasure. This is the first one of these I've hosted on PlayStation. If you are interested in the future ones, I'll be hosting another one next Thursday for PC. And then the week after, we'll be back to PlayStation again. I'll try and find time for a tryhard event before it's all over. Probably next month at some point. Although it's still next month. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, from me, it has been a massive thank you. GG's. So yeah, see you all next week. I'll probably be on before then. And yeah, thank you all so much. Take care. Mwah. Bye-bye.